Hello and welcome to the Futro Hid Movie Gems podcast. I'm your host, Ty Spiker Christensen. Do you want it? You want it? Eat it!
You twisted fudge.
You twisted fudge. We got we got Jordan Christensen on the podcast.
I um when he flips her off, I'm sorry. I was like, yeah.
Oh, honey.
We've got we've got Cameron Mickle on the podcast.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm your number one fan.
Very
That's very sweet of you.
sweet.
Dude, yeah,
And we've got
okay, sorry, go.
shut up. We've got Graham Mickle on the podcast.
Cock-a-doodie.
Yeah, dude. Some of her substitute like profanity words are like, what the
Well,
fuck?
like, yeah, when she's in the car and the guy like cuts her off or whatever. You cock-a-doodie.
She still gets road rage and is in the spirit of all the fiery rage, but she's like,
Yeah.
but no swear words. She's like us on the
Yeah.
podcast, like just like Cameron.
I just yeah, there's so many little details on watching it this time that I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. Like when she's holding the urine and just like waving it around and like talking to him and he's like, It's just-
Dude, she makes me feel so, dude, even tomato soup, man, just
oh yeah.
like, oh, look what you made me do. You're like, it's just spilled soup, dude. Chill the freak out. Like, holy crap, lady. Holy cow. Guys, if you're tuning into the episode, you have no idea what we're talking about. No. Obviously, the title of the episode is the movie, so I don't think anyone's ever been surprised. But today, dear listeners, we are listening and reviewing to Misery. This movie came out in 1990.
Revealing too.
What's that?
Nothing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, after a famous author is
Yeah.
rescued from a car crash by a fan of his novels, he
Yoing,
comes to
yoing,
realize the
yoing.
care he's receiving is only the beginning of a nightmare of captivity and abuse. This movie was directed by Rob Reiner, and its writers were Stephen King and William Goldman. Stars James Caan and Kathy Bates and a bunch of other people that don't matter.
I bet this is just what Stephen King imagines about all of his fans. He's like, if any of my fans were to
He's
ever
like, dude, yeah, if any of my
get a hold
rabid
of me,
fans got in a room with me, they'd all want to kill me.
yeah, I'm a huge fan of yours.
He's like, I'll bet you are. Security! Help! Help me! Oh no, wait. Yeah, I got a madman in the studio. Help me!
I mean, can we just talk about the fact that she like literally you think that she's a guy in the opening scene because she throws him over her shoulder. Well, first is her
Oh,
own jaws of life and opens the door, and then throws him over her shoulder and then carries him to her house. I'm like, holy Hulk! Like
Well,
what?
and she gave him CPR too. Just
Yeah.
jack of all
That was the
trades.
worst CPR ever. It was like
dude, I'm telling you, so I don't know if you guys were looking at my review, but I was like, dude, unless I know it's CPS, or CPS, unless I know it's like emergencies,
Yeah.
services or something like that, or an ambulance, like I'll be like, yeah, you just leave me here. I'm good. I'm not gonna get taken home. No, I watched 10 Cloverfield Lane. I watched this movie. Nope. Good
So
Samaritans helping people out of car wrecks. They don't exist.
I know
They're
I'm
all
getting right
serial
in.
killers. Opportunistic serial killers.
I know I'm getting right into it, but speaking of when she found him and he was like all messed up, I mean
Mangled.
that you do. We're to believe like that was from the accident, right? Because
See,
now watching it on this view, I'm like, oh man, maybe she did that to him.
well, see, also, what's it called something that I'm
It's a
confused
funny
about is
theory, but I don't think
it,
there's
it
enough
is
evidence
Okay.
to support that.
there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
evidence to support that she caused it, right? It truly was an accident.
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking because I'm like, she said she was following him and like
Because I'm like,
it's like
was it just the perfect like her wet dream where just like he
it
crashes
was the
and
perfect storm, Cameron. Come on.
literally like she like I just can't, it just blows my mind that he crashes to the point where he needs help and there's a blizzard. Like it's just I don't know. I'm like that's almost like too perfect to line up that I'm like, did you put some like water on the road knowing that he was gonna leave that day or something that like
I
just
think since she
wasn't
had already
shown.
been knowing about his movements 10 years prior, I think she would have been willing to wait another 10 years
You
until
you said that
something
you said that in
happened.
an interview 6 years ago. I was like, oh hell no,
No,
get out of there.
and remind me again, like I'm literally blanking. Does she re immediately recognize him, or does it become that she knows him?
Well, she said she's like, I
No.
followed you in the storm. I mean, she's like, why did you travel in the storm? Well,
Yeah, did
uh,
she admit that
Yeah.
she knew who he was
Yeah.
before? Because don't they talk like I guess maybe she knows who he is. I can't remember,
oh,
but
she definitely does. She knows who he
yeah,
is
she
Yeah.
knows him immediately
because she's like, I saw you at the diner, or I knew you were. Sorry, I knew where you were
She
staying.
knew he was leaving.
and knew that he was leaving.
She like knew his whole agenda, everything. It
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
crazy.
But then yeah. Because
I,
it's also
I, I
it's also really unclear where the crash site is to her home because it can't be close. But then also felt like she and where it's kind of unclear how quickly she got to the crime scene. But like
just like snowmobiling
We're
over
not
there,
calling
dude.
it an accident. It's a crime scene.
yeah, well, because like literally because like he crashes and then like it. I mean, obviously there's like cuts in editing, but
Sorry,
it
that reminded
seems
me of
like
Hot
within a
Fuzz. He's
minute or
just like, it's
two.
been a car collision because we don't know if there was a, what does he say? He's like, we don't know if there's anyone culpable yet or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh
Like, oh,
yeah,
sorry,
Hot
motor
Fuzz.
vehicle accident. He's like, accident implies that there was, no,
Nobody
no
to
one
blame.
culpable.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, no one to blame.
yeah, but
Collision.
I
yeah.
know, Cameron. I started thinking that too. I was like, Hot Fudge, was she involved in this? Because it's just
I
like
know.
too
Just 'cause I'm like,
perfect.
it's like too. Yeah, literally to have him be essentially like her roommate. I'm like, well, I mean, in her mind, her lover, but
Well, and that's why I'm like looking at his legs and I'm like, I mean, yeah, that could happen in an accident, but I also wonder if she's like, let's just break it a couple more times,
well,
make
also,
sure he's not going
I'm
nowhere.
like, you need a new car if you're getting into an accident. Your feet look like that, dude. Like, holy fudge, what was going down below? There was just like little goblins punching his legs.
Yeah,
Well, I know her
they should
beloved
have
sister. I know she got a, I said beloved.
because it only rolled
Our
a couple
beloved
times.
sister. No, she got into a minor wreck and her leg was messed up too. Like,
Uh,
it's bad, dude. You hit a
Being
that's
in
car.
the
true.
driver's seat, like
I once knew my
the
cousin.
I
He got into a car
like
wreck and
you
messed
being
his neck
flung
up.
around.
Just not the same guy anymore.
He
that's
died.
true.
The handlebars went straight through his head. He died instantly the next day.
No, there's a guy I work with. He got hit by a car, smashed between him and a mailbox, and the guy that found
I'm sorry, that's just a little funny.
no, well, so they found him,
Was
and
your
then
is this your friend at working at the post office?
not a
Yeah,
friend. Well, it's just a coworker. So
that's a crime of passion.
oh yeah, I'm the psycho. I kidnapped him. So
What?
they
No.
oh
Like we
At
were
the
saying that
mailbox.
they were attacking the mailbox.
Oh.
That's what they're saying. Killing him, hitting him at the mailbox is a crime of passion.
oh so the guy
Anyways,
he was on drugs. So they hit him, and then when they got
side note.
they found his body, and the first guy that found him, he said he had to untwist his leg 3 times, so it was twisted. I was like, so
Oh.
yeah. And then I mean they had to amputate it because it was gone. It was toast. So
Dude, that just reminded me. It was an
You
airplane.
can't just like
where
our
he,
GI Joes. You can't just twist it back.
yeah,
What's it? Was
crazy.
it airplane where he's like my kneecaps and he starts like stretching his kneecap around? Oh my gosh.
Oh
so-
yeah.
What was that? He's like,
It was so
what
gross.
was that airplane? I can't remember the
That
movie.
sounds like it,
Oh,
if not something similar.
I know. I'm trying to remember some senior just like grabbing his
His
kneecaps.
knee. I remember that.
Oh,
Can't get
yeah.
the image out of my head.
I know. I'll never forget. It's just so
Well, like
gross,
this movie, I couldn't get that image out of my head.
dude. Yeah,
Grant,
man.
I'm actually with you, Grant. The first time I watched this, I wasn't, and it's probably because I used to be like you. I used to like Michael Bay
Ooh.
movies and movies that just were visually cool.
Why are you saying that I'm the type of person that like a Bay movies?
But
What?
now I like movies where it's just like a couple characters and then there's lots of fun details and it's like more subtle. But
I mean,
Hey,
it's
Grant.
slow.
So Grant, why don't you
Yeah,
get
I like a
to
good
telling
slow
us why you're retarded?
Yeah, well, no. First, tell us what it was like, just because this was
Oh,
your
that's
first
right. Yeah.
viewing, right?
Yeah, for some reason we have a party
This is
pooper
my
on, but
first and only viewing. Yes.
Grant's like, misery just ain't can't die. That's
I don't
Grant.
know. Just for
Grant's
me,
like Grant finds
it was a
Stephen
slow
King and Rob
burn,
Reiner. Grant
and
ties
like
Rob Reiner up, dude. Gets super meta. Your movie Misery is not conducive to what real fanatics think of their artist's work. It's like,
I just
okay.
didn't like the acting, really.
Wait, what do
I
you
just
like? The fact that
Wow.
she was
Well,
It
weird?
wasn't
the
very
Academy
believable to
disagrees
me.
with you very
Like the
much
music
because Kathy Bates
felt
won the Academy
so
Award for this
old.
movie. You moron.
Like
oh, that's right. It's an old movie. Grant has this weird thing about old movies.
Yeah,
There are some movies that I love, even if
It's
they're
from
old.
1990.
very
It's not
rare. It's
that
like
old.
I know, but the
1%.
thing about old movies for me is it's hard for me to want to like initially watch it. Like I don't usually go out of my way to watch an old
So Grant's
movie.
like already watching it under protest. He's like, I actually don't want to watch this movie
Yeah,
right
Grant
now.
Grant was forced to watch this
So
just
Grant
like the
starts it and he's like,
author.
oh, this movie came out in the 90s? Oh,
It
disgusting.
shows, I'm just saying.
It shows.
I
Yeah.
love film grain so much more than digital.
No, dude.
It's not just the image, like
The only thing that
the
every
acting
single
was
time I
really
watch
great.
anything old or any like especially killer movies that are from like 2000s or before, I'm like, man, that was peak time to be a killer because now it sucks to be a killer because literally someone has
You
a
could just happen
Snapchat.
across someone mangled in a car accident and be like, yeah, I'm gonna experiment with you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, also, I'm like, nowadays, every single crime, there is at least somebody that took a picture of you in the background of some photo, or somebody has that person's pinned location or
Yeah,
air
Cameron,
quotes
I'm
I'm
like
with you, man. If we could only go back to the good old days.
like it
oh
just
my gosh.
it's literally crazy. Like
Cameron's
only
like, man, if I had any hopes to become a serial killer,
well,
It's
literally,
gone.
like literally, this movie wouldn't exist if bro had an iPhone. Just think about that. If you had an iPhone, it was
Well,
like,
if
oh,
his phone flew out the window, then
well, I know, but still, but they would find like, oh, he went off the road.
how
It's
would
not
he
like,
have
oh,
beat
he's missing. It's like,
Kathy Bates? That hollowed out phone is such a good reveal, dude. Okay, we got to get to this. Okay,
yeah.
love so many scenes in this. Okay, first, what was it like watching this movie for the first time and then rewatching it for the podcast? Let's start with Grant, you party pooper.
We already just went over this. I said
yeah,
it was
and I went over mine. So
I was
Okay,
like
well then,
bored.
Cameron, just
It
finish it
was
up.
such a slow burn for like a mediocre finish, but
Mm.
So first time I watched it on a date with somebody, and I didn't actually watch it. And the only thing I would like occasionally look at the movie every like 20 minutes. I was like, what is going on? So like I only knew going into the actual second viewing that I just knew that she was psycho and gonna try to kill him. But I was like wanting to see all of kind of the steps that led up to it, and I was surprised it didn't like ruin it at all. Because I mean, like you guys said, it leads it pretty well, and it's kind of like signs where you're like, "Eesh." That's like you can already start to see the cracks, and but yeah, it was really fun, kind of seeing. I'm always impressed with what's his name, the dad from What About Bob? It's the same guy, right? No, he's the dad
No,
from Elf. Sorry.
yeah,
Elf,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But like,
Godfather,
I love that like he's almost like
James Caan.
typecasted. He's like almost typecasted as the guy having to deal with crazy people. He's always
That's
like the
actually
super
really
sick.
funny.
Like in
He's
both movies,
typecast
he's a
as dealing with
successful
nutters.
writer having to deal with an like obnoxious weirdo who's like a big fan of his. One is his son, and the other one is a fan of his books. Um, but yeah, just watching it was really enjoyable, and there were some deaths that I mean, the sheriff's death, me and Allie were like, oh, like looking at each other, we're like, that shotgun shot was crazy, especially because everything was like really kind of slow, and it's like, oh, maybe he'll stab her, he's trying to drug her, and all these things that I was like, oh, okay. It's gonna be like a super chill, and then she just whips out the shotgun because I was like, "How's she gonna get out of this?" I'm like, "Oh, shotgun through the chest will do it. That'll do it." But yeah, just really fun on a sort of rewatch, but actual good first watch.
Awesome. Dude, I watched this movie when I was in high school, and I remember loving it when I first saw it because I was like, oh, like this is cinema, pure cinema. No, I'm with you, Grant, as far as like I first I held my reservations because I'm like, well, how good is this movie? Because I think I was watching a bunch of Stephen King movies at the time, like
It.
The Mist, like no, because I watched like a bunch of weird Stephen King, but not directed or even written by King, but just like his novels get adapted all the time because it's like, oh, it's Stephen King, you know. So I remember watching it. I remember thinking like, oh, this is intense. I watched this movie on a treadmill for the first time. So I was in high school. I was
You and your
watching it while I was,
treadmill movies,
yeah, I was just
like
while watching.
Timeline and Mission Impossible.
and
Yeah,
Behind Enemy Lines.
yeah,
Behind enemy
yeah,
lines.
exactly. The best movie, War of the Worlds. Watching Tom Cruise run, you just run
Yeah,
alongside of
Ty.
him.
Nothing will make you want to run like her smashing his ankles.
I I know the movie's actually
Ah!
kind of a slow burn, not the best running movie, it turns out, but it didn't matter because I was kind of gripped. I was like, this is an interesting story. Um, yeah, this I mean, this movie harkens back to like what Jordan mentioned earlier about just like, or I don't know if it was said on the podcast or it was just before we started recording about like how these smaller movies like really do resonate with me more, just because I'm more invested in like characters now and like drama than I am in like punching and excitement. So sorry, Tom Cruise, you're hitting the shelves, and now I am watching movies like Misery while I'm on the treadmill. So it's great. So um, yeah, so I watched this movie, not quite on a treadmill, but on my way to the gym, on the way back. So, so it's a full circle. I'm still on a treadmill. I'm just chasing that high of watching movies like that. So, but this movie gets sweeter on rewatch because, like you said, there's a lot more to appreciate, and a lot of the meta commentary that I know Stephen King meant for this, rabid fans and things like that, and death of the author kind of vibes and stuff like that. So, anyway. Let's get into your two favorite things. Grant, can you find anything that you like about this movie?
Like I can appreciate like all the things that you guys like about it, but for
Hmm.
me it wasn't enjoyable.
All right.
So
We
not a
didn't
single
even say
thing.
two things.
Well, no, like I don't know.
There's nothing to appreciate about the
There's nothing to
movie.
appreciate. Okay, moving on.
I don't know. He just
Oh,
like
I can
he
go.
kept trying to like he had broken legs. He kept trying to get out of the house. Like if you open the door, what do you do? Like you like I don't know.
Okay, I'll go. I'll go first. Um,
Why don't you just get up and get out of there?
Just
as
unbrick
Stop
your legs.
whining.
Kill
Yeah.
yourself.
okay, my first favorite thing about the movie is as someone who is very observant and almost like hyper observant of others' behaviors and like emotions. It's
Hmm.
always so interesting to me, like the kind of psychology and reverse psychology you have to play in kind of that captive role of kind of like how much you're supposed
Yeah.
to give, how much you're supposed to at least still like maintain your own like autonomy and pride. And so that's what I loved seeing him kind of trying to navigate like how much do I play into this because if I'm too full-fledged into it, she's gonna be like, no, I know you don't love me. It's like, yeah, no
Yeah.
one could love you, you psycho whore. But it's like you have to at the same time balance being like, oh well, yeah, we love this book together and we love this character, to where it's like a little bit believable because she's naturally going to be cynical and less believing of your theories, knowing that you're trying to do it for an end goal. So like trying to come off as genuine in those moments is really difficult. So I just think that aspect is always so interesting to me in kind of captive movies where it's like, oh yeah, like I can be on your side and stuff like that. Because then the people, it's like you have to do certain things to truly show. No, yeah, I'm about like I'm actually like in, and like burning his manuscript. Oh, dude, that literally hurts my soul when she's like, no, you said that 6 years ago in a interview. That actually isn't it. This is the only copy. I was just thinking, I'm like, can we at least like take like can we burn one page of it? Like anything. Because especially back then, I'm like, I can't imagine how many hours and days to type write that out and how many times he had to scramble this page, throw it away. I'm like, the amount of hours that spent and the worst part is I know he probably remembers like a tenth of that, and so he could like know bits and pieces, but like you can't rewrite that off of like the top of your head.
Yeah,
So
dude, just
just
ask is it Joe? What's her name? And Little Women, you know? Just forgive
oh
your
yeah,
younger sister for destroying your manuscript or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cameron. It's never the same, dude. I've had jokes before that came into my head and I was like, that is the perfect joke. And then I didn't write it down. And then I'm like, well, it was really funny. It was like about something. And I'm like, I
No,
can't
but
get it right now.
yeah, and so
Why
like I
didn't I
just
write
can't,
it down?
and especially being so talented as he is,
Awesome.
like,
Yeah,
but yeah, so I think that's my first favorite thing is just the dynamic is always so interesting to me.
yeah.
Especially that's my favorite thing like about serial killers is I love seeing when they're captured how different serial killers treat like their captives. Like, because some people like Anton Chigurh doesn't he literally treats them like cattle, hence using his weapon. But
It
that's why
doesn't
he's
keep
like
him around very long.
he's
Yeah.
like, well, why do they always beg? And it's like, okay, well, we get it, you're a sociopath, but can you at least let him beg in like peace, dude? Like, goodness. But it's interesting how some people actually maybe are struggling internally to like, oh, maybe I should try and like not kill this kid or whatever. So sometimes it is beneficial, and sometimes it's like maybe they want the satisfaction of you struggling. So it's such a hard like angle to find. But so that was really
I'm
interesting
with
for
you.
me.
And I also like the idea, like you said, Cameron, playing the 3D chess or whatever, like, or even 4D chess, or just like trying to get one step ahead. But then, like, in moments where you let your guard down and you actually start to enjoy the company of the person you're with, like Stockholm syndrome kind of thing,
Yeah.
where you're
Uh
like, oh,
huh.
are they actually like forgetting for a moment, like, they are challenging each other because they're both opposed. Like, you want the story one way, and I'm telling you it's better this way. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, you can't end the story this way. Is really funny because, like, after watching this movie post Game of Thrones, I'm sure you guys are all a little bit Kathy Bates, a little bit of Ann Wilkes in each of you, for the showrunners of
I
Game
know.
of
Let
Thrones.
me get
But
my hands on those riders.
look at what you did.
No,
No.
no.
That's pretty funny.
I thought you were good, Paul, but you're not good. You're just another lying old dirty birdie.
But and then I think my second favorite thing is especially with kind of movies like this or killer thrillers, I feel like s- like sometimes the resolution is always a little bit unbelievable. Like it's like, oh yeah, this girl like head butted the killer and the killer like fell on his axe or something like that. But like I felt like this was good cat and mouse where there was consistent efforts in trying to thwart her plans. Like the the worst moment in the entire movie is when she spills her glass of wine. You're like, that was literally probably weeks of drugs build up, literally just for that one attempt, and then she just knocks it over for being clumsy, and then be like, I also am still suspicious. I think she saw something. I'm like, there's no way you got that lucky, but that's just me being so suspicious of her.
Well, she
But
wasn't afraid to like approach him when he had the knife. So
that's
like,
what
why would?
Allie brought it up. She was like, I don't think she can control her emotions that well, so I don't think that she would
Yeah.
have been able to cover that up. Which I was like,
Well, my
that's a
question is, would was she ever planning to release him before knowing that he killed off Misery in his last book?
Yeah, I don't know. Because that's the thing is I think part of the fantasy of being his savior would have gone like a long way in her book. But yeah, the
I
moment that I think that she felt that he had like miscorrected, it reminds me of Perfect Blue, where it's like, oh, well, now that you're going down the wrong path, it's my responsibility to guide you back to the correct path. Because it's like, I don't think Perfect Blue would ever happen if she'd stayed
God told me
after.
the correct path that you need to take.
Yeah, exactly. So like if she survived in the book, I think there's a chance that she maybe was like, "Oh, I saved my author's better best." And maybe I was like I made him little like I overstayed my hosting, a little bit, but I don't think that she tries to kill him. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
You haven't shown me one shred of evidence yet.
Because because to me it is very similar to Perfect Blue. Because to me, Perfect Blue, I don't think that she, the manager, is as psycho.
I,
If you know,
I don't think it's ever. I think in her messed up mind, she doesn't. She thinks she's doing something good, simply like, or I don't know. Am I making
So,
any
so
sense?
you think, yeah, so she thinks that she's helping the entire time, so she would have, like, at the moment that she got her hands on him, she's gonna kill him out of
I
love.
no,
And
I don't. I don't think she was ever planning. Sorry, from the beginning to kill him. I think she.
I think it was just something that built up over time the
Oh
moment that she
yeah.
said,
I mean,
I
well,
think
and
it. I
because
think it.
she's
Oh,
you should see from the beginning, she's 0 to 100, 0 to 180 like that.
yeah,
And
well,
so when she like tries to kill him, it's like out of pure rage. It's like oh man, what's the one with Matt Damon when he hits Jude Law in the face and the
the,
paddle boat? Remember the most
oh,
talented
Town
Mr.
Mr.
Ripley?
Ripley.
talented Mr.
Yeah.
Ripley.
It's
Yeah.
like because I this girl reminds me so much of Talented Mr. Ripley in the sense that like she's like becomes obsessed and so much so
Yeah.
like and if they don't know because they're psychotic, they don't understand like how to communicate like a normal human being.
Yeah.
And so like
Yeah.
when they jump to 180, it's because I don't know if they didn't have siblings that and they put them in check, if you're like if you get beat up, it's like, oh, they're gonna hit you back. But
All crazy people are a single child,
True, dude. Yeah, that's true, Grant. I'm
single
serious.
child families.
uh, but it
Single child
helps.
is
Fucking
the word
quiet
you're
kids
looking
at the back
for.
of class, man.
Yeah.
One that you're a little worried about.
So yeah, sorry.
No, so I
Yeah,
would
she's like
say,
she's like Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
yeah, like I
I
would
just
say like
love you.
you have somebody that had like a weird, disturbing upbringing because I'm watching Annie Wilkes's upbringing, well, like
And Ty's like,
her
I relate.
prequel in Castle, what's it called? The
Oh,
Castle
Castle Rock.
Rock.
You are on a Stephen King binge, nerd.
I am. Well, I didn't even suggest Misery initially. Grant watched it and then he was like this, and I was like, I think it's interesting to talk about because if you like Grant, the Castle Rock prequel, or I guess second season, is Annie Wilkes' like upbringing. I don't want to spoil much about the show, but she's played by the actress that's in Cloverfield. She's the one whose head pops. I don't know what to call it. That
I
actress.
haven't seen Cloverfield.
So she
Yeah,
plays like a younger Annie,
I
and she's
cannot
like in
remember
her mid
Cloverfield
30s.
except being nauseous.
I know, dude. I don't feel so good, dude. Her nose starts bleeding. Her eyeballs are start bleeding. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, and then Dad walked down and he's like, "What movie you watching?" I was like, "Nothing." And they're like, "Get her behind the curtain." And her head pops. I was like, "Oh, you probably shouldn't watch this, Dad. Um, you'll never talk to me again." Um, anyway, so you asked Cameron about that. I don't know. To me, my mind goes to like don't ever meet your heroes because
Hmm.
like you get disappointed or like you
Yes.
think that they're a certain way based on what they've written. I can only imagine like podcasters and movie stars too. Like obviously this one's about an author because Stephen King is an author and he's talking about his fans, so you like write what you know. But I think it's interesting where it's like a movie star or celebrity in her mind that she has been fascinated with, you build up this parasocial relationship where you're like, I know this person so well. And it's like, again, it's so great that first meeting. I'm your biggest fan. And he's just like, oh, that's very sweet. Like,
Well, the best is the scene before that, though, is him talking to the lady and saying, "I don't even like writing these books, but that makes money." And it's just like,
exactly. And then like imagine how hurtful that is because your books mean or your books mean so
Helped
much
her
to me,
through
right?
her
And then to have
divorce.
someone dismiss it and then also end it like he did, where he's like, yeah, at least I can get some sanity or like, he feels like it's the most challenging thing he did, right? Like killing this character off, right? It's like
yeah,
it's
I'm
something that
so
he's kind
glad
of
you
proud of,
mentioned
right? He's like,
Game of Thrones because that's a perfect comparison. It's like
right?
literally
That's what
two
I'm saying.
two
Like,
guys that are like, "We're done with the series,"
we're
while
done.
everybody else is like, "We want more."
We want more. Or like, why would you end it that way? Yeah, like how
Yeah,
dare you? And it's like,
yeah.
what right do you have? Ryan Johnson, I'm just here to subvert your expectations. It's like I'm gonna murder, Luke Skywalker. I'm gonna murder Han Solo. Well, that was J.J. Abrams, but anyway, all of Star Wars, but Ryan
Murder the
Johnson in particular,
franchise. That's
throw a
what
I'm
you
gonna
said.
murder the
lightsaber.
franchise.
Yeah, all the things.
The
So
captain always goes down with his show.
yeah, so I think, and the opportunistic thing, like we talked about, like, did she plan all this? I think it's ambiguous enough that, like, it's funny that you say that because I did think about these things, but I was like, I don't know if there's enough evidence to suggest, but I'm
Okay, but
also like,
I
See,
just
but
want
what,
to
the
say,
themes are all
wait,
there.
no, well, real
Yeah.
quick. The another thing that I think adds to like the ominous of likeness of it is how you like the distortion of time. Because like you can sort of tell with like the
oh
the
yeah,
the
the
snow melting,
season,
but I'm
yeah,
like, how long you been in there?
yeah.
Like I'm like because they said
Like,
they
was it the
called
first was it the first snowstorm of the winter, or was it the last?
because I'm pretty
Like,
sure they said
how? Yeah.
presumed dead, which I'm like, how long you got to be missing to
Yeah.
be presumed dead as
And
a
well,
famous
she's been drugging
author?
him for so long. She's like, "Oh, just keep taking
Exactly.
these pills."
Yeah, what the fudge is in those pills? Did we ever find out? Like,
Like
was it actually painkillers? Was it like keeping him bad? Like,
roofies.
Yeah, dude, just keep him. No, and that's funny you say that because she had like what do you call that? Where it's like is it the Nightingale effect where you like fall in love with someone that you're caring for? That's also another thing. So I mentioned
yeah,
Stockholm syndrome where you're a prisoner and you fall for your captor. But I think it's the Nightingale effect where you like become infatuated with who you're caring for. And so you have all this, you imagine you're about to meet your hero and then nothing like you expect. And they don't seem to appreciate, hey, I did all this for you, I've saved your life, so I'm kind of entitled to, like what? Like it is weird, like expectations and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, Cameron.
Well, and what's fascinating is this movie, I feel like applies today by 1,000-fold because everybody now has their voice amplified by 1,000,000. And so, and I think that's like back in the day, it's like people would write the writers like, "You piece of crap, you ruined my favorite characters." But back now, it's like everybody in the entire world can be basically against you.
Yeah, social media and stuff. Yeah.
Sure. And so it's kind of actually it's even swayed shows because it's like, oh, everybody hates this. All right, we can adjust it. And,
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Like Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Everyone saw it and was like, looks like cheeks, man. And then they're like, okay, let's change Sonic the Hedgehog's animation. And for better for worse, they made it look better. It looked
yeah.
creepy. So they changed it. And
And
it's
then
like,
everyone saw the Snow White and they're like, this is gonna be trash. They didn't do
and Disney was like,
anything.
oh, crap. We got
No,
to
Disney
release this.
tried though. They tried to save that dumpster fire.
You know, yeah. My favorite was like, hey, let's not include little people as dwarves, but we'll include one. I always find that so funny. And then they're like, yeah, scrap it. None of them are. They're all CGI monstrosities. It's so funny to me. It's like they just fired
The
6
CGI dwarf
little
is
people.
crazy.
Get out.
I want to give props really quick to this movie though. Like we were talking about whether or not like, oh, could she have set it up? Obviously, it's most likely not, but
Mm.
I mean, it's a crazy coincidence, but that's what's fun
No,
about it.
no, if she was following him, opportunistic, dude. She
Hey,
was just
but
waiting for it. Yeah.
what I appreciate though,
Lying
yes,
about
opportunistic. I do like that.
it.
So, however, I do like that it didn't have like the Joker where there's no flashback where she's like she's pouring water and like icing down the roads and showing like all her. I would that would ruin this movie where it's like, oh yeah, she was actually behind it the whole time. Like
I
that would
was
have
the
been
author
so
of your pain,
stupid.
Mr. Bond.
Yeah, it's just like, and because then geeks like us can theorize on like, oh, was she really crazy? And it's like, is
Was she
that
really
Was she
crazy?
really crazy?
Yes, dude, she was crazy. There's
It
no
seemed pretty normal to me.
all
We're
the
all the
evidence.
crazy ones. She's the only sane one here.
That's a Shutter Island situation.
I love it. Cameron, you shared a Grant couldn't think of anything. Cameron shared. Jordan, what about you, man? Two of your favorite things.
I mean, I've already mentioned the details, but going kind of piggybacking off of Cameron, I love uh, the moments where, yeah, you're seeing the dynamic between the two, and the part where she's like dropping the what is the soup? You know, "Hey, look what you made me do!"
What
Like,
you made me do.
but I love those moments because of so many reasons. It's like you see him, like Cameron said, him react. How is he handling it? And he's like, okay, like he's trying to play it cool. Like, okay, it's all right if
Well,
it's
especially
not.
because this girl saved his life, so he's like, I can't
Yes,
be like ungracious. It's like, okay, well, can't you like save my life and be at least like somewhat nice to be around?
yes, and the whole movie escalates till eventually, you know, they're eventually playing on each other and trying to outwit each other. But early on,
Looking for this?
he early on though he's trying to simply like trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but it's just a fun dynamic that evolves as the film goes on. And so like that's what I absolutely love. And I was actually thinking as I was watching, I was like, oh, Cameron's gonna love the character dynamic because it's a constantly like I could just see Cameron in the bed and a woman like freaking out and him being like, it's okay, like it's not a big deal. But then as things escalate in those details, you're like, I still have to play it cool because otherwise this woman might smother me in my sleep.
100%. You got to play it cool, just like what's his name does in Wedding Crashers when he's strapped in the bed.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
what's his name?
and it's like how many excuses is he going to believe till he's like, okay, this woman is full of crap. And it's I just wonder when that moment was because it's just like I mean it's obvious when he just knows she's flat out insane, but like early on it's kind of like
Vince Vaughn.
you're questioning all the little things because you're like, okay, like she has an excuse for everything.
Okay, well, also, I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but the amount of times that I thought of different ways to kill her. First off, he should have been throwing the gasoline not on his paper. I'd have been throwing it on her, and then I would have thrown the match on her. Dude, are you kidding me?
No, she didn't. He didn't have the gasoline. She put it on and then she started like throwing it on him.
No, I know. I'm saying later when he pulled it out of it like his pants from the cellar, and he like poured it on his book, and he's like, "You
to
want to
burn the
find out
book,
how it ends or whatever." I would have been dumping that on her. I'm like, yeah, you're never gonna find out how it ends. You're gonna burn alive.
But Cameron, I mean, if you have a flaming big beefy lady blocking your way, she's gonna set the whole house on fire. You're dead too. So
Yeah, I'd rather burn alive.
Yeah,
than that.
set the floor on fire. It's a better idea.
I don't
that's
know,
so
man.
funny.
I would wheel my wheelchair over her burnt crisps, bro. I'd be like,
Yeah. So
Dude, the whole barbecue burning the book in the beginning, like that whole room would have been full of smoke.
definitely. So my two favorite things from this movie, I love the meta commentary, like the fact that what is he James Caan uses the typewriter and bashes her in the head with it. Like it's like, oh, it's clever. It's like his words are like the instrument that he's used that she's so obsessed with is the weapon that he's using to like attack her with. And then
Mm.
even taking the
Well, and it's
script and
funny
making
that they
a joke
hinted
on it,
that
like,
too.
oh,
Like they show him like working out with it, and then like here's her coming in, and he like tries to hide that like he's trying to get stronger.
yeah, no, that's good too. Yeah, it's like his strength, right? Is his words, and then he uses Cameron. I get what you're saying, but like it's that script that gives him his power, right? Like he's an author, so I
Oh, sorry. It's just reminded me of RRR when he's working out in the prisons. He's, we starved him for a week.
Yeah.
He's like,
he's just exercise. Yeah, doing
Or
pull-ups.
the buddy that's in like in the prison cell that you can't even stand up in or whatever, and he's still like working out with when he has the broken legs or whatever. Remember, then he
don't
gets on his
remember
Dude, it's
that.
been
shoulders.
too long. I need to
When he gets
rewatch
on
that
when he gets on his
movie.
shoulders, Grant,
See,
and he has the
that's a
broken
movie I
leg.
can watch.
That's quite the double feature, Misery and RRR, dude.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and then the other one was just like when he uses it. And, did you like that choke on it? He
Yes.
starts
Yeah, I was
shoving the
like,
words in her mouth, which again I liked the motif, like um the symbolism and metaphors and allegories you can draw between that. But yeah, right. What I think it's interesting when Stephen King. I'm sure he has like weird fan experiences, but or critiques of his work and stuff. I'm sure he's like, I write one minor orgy scene and everyone freaks out, and I'm like, yeah, because it's weird, but like
Well, maybe
again,
because they're
and then they
children.
just omit it in the movies. They're like, yeah, we're not even gonna touch that. Like, you're a freak, Stephen King, and he's admitted as much. He's like, he said cocaine is a heck of a drug, I think he said, and yeah, he's doing a lot of that back in the day, and then drinking. So he's like, he's had substance abuse issues, so I'm sure he's got demons. But he assures us he has the heart of a child, and it is on a jar on his desk. So Stephen King is a very interesting person. So I love seeing adaptations of someone else's work come to life, and I think it's cool when the creator can kind of be involved in it. And it is really cool. This reminds me of Silence of the Lambs, where you have Kathy Bates, who largely was an unknown actress. If I'm not mistaken, is this her breakout? Was it her film debut?
I don't know about that.
I'll have to look that up, but she won the Academy Award for Best Actress, Best Supporting
What else
Actress, I
is
think
she
it was.
in?
Green
I
fried
know she's
tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes.
she's also the mom or the grandma in what do you call it? Hold on.
She's in a lot of stuff.
Grant, and the stuff that you might know, she's in Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. She's one of the moms in The Blind Side. She's the mom
Titanic.
in The Water Boy. She's Mama Boucher. And
Benjamin Franklin didn't discover electricity. Benjamin Franklin is the devil.
then, and then she's
Was the same
also
version.
in Midnight in Paris. Um,
Trying to remember. She was in Rat
Titanic.
Race, but I can't remember what
She was
character.
in The
She's the
Office, dude.
squirrel lady. This but
Oh,
In
the
The
squirrel
Office.
lady. That's
and
right.
then she's also in Charlotte's Web. She's
Oh, and
Bitsy
Rat Race,
Gal,
yes.
apparently. But yeah, she
Hmm.
plays Joe Bennett in The Office, which I think is isn't she like a wealthy business lady?
Oh yeah, yeah. She got the two giant dogs, Grant.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
I don't remember.
let's just go through her whole film list till Grant figures it out.
No, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at her page.
And then I'm trying to think of what the other thing. Yeah, I think it was sad, but yeah, cat and mouse traps. I love that. Like for me, watching this movie, like what I compare it to is like like Rear Window. How scary is if the killer
Mm.
is like just living across from you? And it's like this movie's like, yeah, what if the killer is like feeding you soup and nursing you back to health and takes that away from you, you
Well, and
know?
slowly poisoning you.
Slowly
Yeah.
Yeah.
poison, yeah, and I almost like it. It's like Death of a Thousand Cuts is more terrifying. Like there's fates worse than death,
Yeah,
and
this is
like
like arsenic and old lace.
Or have you seen Phantom Thread, Ty? Highly
yeah,
recommend. Yeah.
Phantom Thread's great.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of this. I won't say why, but you should check it out,
Yeah,
Cameron.
guys, you should really check out the his newest film.
It has amazing reviews. Like it's so
Oh wait,
funny
no,
that you
Paul
hate
Thomas
it.
Anderson or yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul
the
Thomas
one
Anderson's new
battle after
movie.
another. I did want to see it, but is
Yeah,
it
you
in,
should see it. It was one of the worst thing movie. It was one of the worst theater experiences I've ever
Oh,
had.
are you serious, dude?
Oh, that's too bad,
I
man.
want to hear. Okay, I want to
No,
hear
not
about
theater
it.
experience. Well, just the movie itself was so bad.
Oh, because like it
Now I'm
literally has
curious.
like all the reviews are like 5 stars. So I'm
Yeah,
just
that's why
like,
Colton was like trying to keep his expectations down. He's like, I'm trying so hard to keep my expectations down.
And the
well,
And
because
movie.
he's
Paul Thomas,
obsessed with Paul Thomas
yeah, it's
Anderson,
his favorite director.
and he has like a bajillion of his movies in his top
And he
whatever.
was like trying to justify giving it a 6 or a 7.
Justifying.
He was
Okay, I
like,
want to hear that
well,
review in just a minute because I was wanting to see it,
Well,
but
don't
now I got
spoil
your
it,
review.
but
Yeah, yeah. Well,
because I
do
want to see
spoil it.
it.
I don't think I'm gonna see it
No,
now,
I'm
but
gonna
anyway,
see it. I love Paul Thomas Anderson. I
I
also have
don't
one
know,
of his
dude.
movies in my top
Cameron, I
10.
think he's probably one of the more overrated people. Like,
No,
I
Punch
like
Drunk
half of
Love is
his
a perfect
movies.
film. Get out of here. I'm
Like
sorry.
Darren Aronofsky, like
don't
every
even
once in a
tie
while, like
you. You
even
love
a
There Will Be
stop clock I
Blood.
write twice a
You
day.
love There Will Be Blood, literally in your top 10. Get out of here.
I just said every other
Oh,
movie. Like I don't get the rage behind Boogie Nights. Everyone's
Like
like, it's the
Licorice
best movie
Pizza
ever. I'm
oh,
like,
sucks.
I just hated it. I thought it was a
Licorice
snooze
Pizza
fest. I think it was.
sucks.
Licorice
Was that?
Pieces. It's okay.
Licorice
Pizza.
Pizza wasn't that good. I'm like, oh,
It's
it's so
okay.
nostalgic. I'm like, yeah, it had waterbeds. Like, get over yourself. Like, I don't know. Didn't care for it, really. Like, I don't know. Every other movie, like I said, actually, I think it's only like two movies of his that I really like. I love Phantom Thread, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, Phantom
But
Thread's
I'm
so good,
almost like,
Cameron.
was that Daniel Day-Lewis or was that Paul Thomas Anderson? Like, but then again, Daniel Day-Lewis just came out with the
The
movie
pro-
and
the
it's rotten. I was so
the
sad
pro
to
the
see
problem
that.
also
I
with
thought he retired.
the problem also with him is
No,
he
he's still
reminds me a
acting.
lot of the Safdie brothers, where I never want to rewatch their movies because it's so stressful. Where I'm just like, after I watch the movie, I'm like, well, yeah, I like it was good, but I never want to watch that again. And
Ooh, now
I'm
you're making me want
I'm
to. I'm excited now.
no, I'm
Jordan,
less
you're
happy
not
than
gonna like it, dude. If
Jordan.
Cameron
No,
didn't
oh
like
my
it,
gosh, I can't wait to tell you, Jordan, you're gonna hate it. You might walk out in the first hour. I guarantee it. But
We'll
Cameron, so
see.
I'll tell you, I had some sneaking suspicions because I at first was like, I don't know if I texted you guys. Did I text the chat, Cheap Jeeps or not? I was like, I first saw it and I saw the reviews and I was like, oh, interesting. And I watched a few reviews and like the critics were all saying something very interesting because they're like, not sure how this got like so much hype. I watched it. There's a few things in there that I'm like interesting, but then like I'm like, I think I know where the good reviews are coming from. And again, the
Oh
subject matter and stuff.
no.
So yeah, so
Oh no.
good critic reception, less so for audience, but then
Is
it's
it
like,
political? Oh.
oh, probably flaming political. But anyway, I'm
Uh.
not saying political movies can't be good, but yeah, you suffer the
Well,
messages.
it makes sense right away because Letterbox is very like political. I mean, if you read like literally every movie, sometimes I can't even read the comments because they're just people like, oh, this character is definitely gay. And it's like, what? Like that was not even in the sub context of the film. Like,
That's my favorite when they're like reading someone's
Ron
review.
is definitely gay.
it's just like, oh, I know, like Samwise Gamgee. It's like he buried a woman at the end. Whatever.
Yeah, a little
Oh, it's
projecting a
Frodo.
little too
Never mind.
much. Yeah, no, definitely. Anyway, let's end our misery discussion. So yeah, like I mentioned your window.
Sorry, let's end
What
our
do we
misery.
recommend?
Let's end
I think
our
I think
misery.
Yes,
Let's put
please.
misery
I
out
think
of.
absolutely it's a really good like
Yeah,
It's just a
it's
fun
also
thriller.
is
Like,
it's
it
like
PG-13?
I was thinking,
no,
yeah,
13?
phone booth,
It's
no,
old
rated
any
R.
PG, I think.
single
Oh,
location.
really?
PG. It's rated R.
Uh,
Cameron's like
It's rated
PG-13. Grant's like it's a PG.
I said it
It's
was
an
an
old
old
PG.
It's
PG.
for the whole
So
family.
thus it's
Oh,
R.
I guess it does swear a couple times, and also that shotgun through the chest that deserves an R rating. I was like, oh dang, that's pretty impressive.
Well, probably the
Yeah.
bloody face at the end too.
Yeah,
Dude, how
make
about
you read
just
it.
gouging someone's eyes with your thumbs? That doesn't belong in PG
Dude,
or
that I'm so glad he
PG-13.
did that. Not enough people do that in fights, bro. The eyes are the oh every I'm like, do that more, bro.
Eyes are squishy.
Yeah, they also are just they when a like a creature or a human loses their eyesight, it's literally wraps like you win the fight.
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to think of scary creatures that
Yeah,
don't have.
Jordan, just like Jordan's favorite movie ever, the one with
28
Alec
days later.
Baldwin. No, Alec Baldwin. Where they gouge out the eyes of the bear, and then they actually stand a chance.
I
They
don't remember
did. I
that.
forgot about that. The Edge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember them gouging out the eyes.
I
There's a
thought they
lot
did,
in that movie.
Yeah, it was The Office that I remembered
but they also
uh,
scratched out his eyes.
Kathy Bates from.
Grant's
Uh,
like, yeah, it was
Yeah,
it worked
Grant's
out.
still
You
on
know,
Kathy
Grant's
Bates.
still
Throw
on
back to
Kathy
that.
Bates. I
highly,
said The Office. Yeah. Anyway,
highly
No, I know,
recommend
but
this
I
movie.
didn't remember until I saw a picture.
yeah, she
Yeah.
like works with Saber or whatever.
My computer's gonna die. I'm gonna grab a charger.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
and
yeah,
then
and then we just can't fail to mention, my goodness, that scene where she's placing the wood block, that whole setup, like
me and
that is
Allie both thought she was gonna saw off his
yeah,
ankles.
like there's so much dread building. Like it's so creepy how she's like playing this whole thing. She puts this big piece of wood between his legs, and it's just very uncomfortable. And then
What
she
you call
proceeds
it?
to pull out
Hobbling,
a
they said, or
giant
something.
Yeah,
sledgehammer, and I'm just like, oh no, no, no. I just
yeah. I see.
whacks his foot
When people whip
against.
out when people whip out knives, like especially for torture, like you show them knives and stuff like that. It's like okay, whatever. When people show hammers, I'm like, please
Yeah,
just
whatever.
kill me.
Yes,
Please just
yes.
kill me, man. You can't
So
beat me to
painful.
death and me
Dude, like
internally bleed.
I bought this on DVD. I own the movie, and the DVD comes with like an image of the typewriter and a foot and the sledgehammer resting next to it. And I'm just like, oh, oh,
That's
like
crazy.
that visual image, like you know how like some
So
movies
Grant,
you
I
just
am
have like
curious though
one
when
or two
he
iconic
hit
scenes.
his leg and it like bent this way, where you're like, ah, PG.
Grant's like, no blood, PG.
It's
Just
just like that one
literally
movie.
twisted.
Was it Dragged Across Concrete? Isn't that
And I was
violent?
like, that was not that violent or not that
He's like,
gory. And I was
dig
like,
through his
his
intestines and
face
find the
literally got
key.
cheese grated, and Grant's over
You
here
can see
being
his
like,
skull.
yeah, literally, he's like, you
Remember his
can
face
see his
grated
jaw like,
across. That was brawl and self log.
I need to
Anyway,
watch that
I
yeah,
again.
that
have to.
one should have been called Dragged Across Concrete. Yeah, the Brawl and Cell Block Grant was, oh
Oh,
my baby,
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Take this
Drag
to my
Cross Country.
baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
and then her arm just getting obliterated.
Yeah.
Oh
That's right.
man.
I always get those mixed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Dexter's sister that's getting obliterated.
All right. So, yeah, but I love when a movie will do like what an iconic and striking like so many movies try to copy this, right? Like it's like the small budget thriller, but like this reminds me of like Silence of the Lambs where you had Anthony Hopkins. Like I love when an actor like really gets a chance to shine and like either just do something
Or
so
even
odd,
Psycho. It
like
reminds me a lot of Psycho, where it's just like super
yeah,
small, one location, like primarily, and
sure,
then everything else, like kind of like figuring out, like slowly, like how messed up this person is.
yeah, dude, and it's Halloween, dude. I'm ramping it up. Like I'm
See, I
gonna watch
enjoyed
all kinds of
Psycho.
movies.
That's an old movie.
Yeah, Psycho is great.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Has Ali watched it yet, Karen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I watched it like 3 times in a week and a half because I watched it by myself and I was like, oh my gosh, because I just been
Watch it, Grant, I think.
oh yeah, maybe I watched it with you.
That might have
Yeah,
been, yeah,
and Grant. Yeah, because I
when I
watched it
was
the first
there.
time and I was like, I need to show Allie this. I'm like, this is an amazing thriller. Because did you know, Psycho is actually the movie that created Showtimes? Because movies, I watched a video actually about this, that movies used to be played on loop to where you could come in at any time and then you could stay like after it finished and watched whatever you missed. But Alfred Hitchcock, like in all the promotion and everything, was like, you will only be allowed in. You have to buy a ticket for a specific time, and once the movie starts, you will not be allowed to leave or go back in, or
Well,
like
they
go in. And
they
so it literally made people be like, "Oh my gosh, this is insane!" And he was like, "And I beg you to not." And he like bought up copies of what the book was based off of, like all of this to build suspense for the movie. It's pretty sick.
they
Interesting.
literally changed the MPAA. Well, they created the MPAA after that because he like changed the entire movie
Yeah,
rating
he didn't want
system.
people leaving
Yeah.
the movies after he showed the first toilet flush on screen, you know?
Yeah, because it, the Hayes Code used to be exist, and you weren't allowed to show a toilet. And he's like, "This is important to the plot." And
What?
so, yeah, he changed the entire
Was that
industry.
Hayes? I thought Hayes Code had to do with like the villains getting their comeuppance, or maybe there was other
No, that was
regulations
part
in
of the
Hayes.
Hayes Code. So there's a
Oh,
list of things. They're like,
things that
if
could
you
Yeah,
want to
happen.
you
make a,
can't. Yeah, you can't do these things if you want to make a movie.
yeah, like
They
the
have a new
villain,
form of the Hayes
The
Code
villain
today. It's
can't
like your movie
win.
can't win an award
yeah,
unless it
villain can't
stars a
win.
black person.
Yeah, that was probably definitely on the list back then.
If it doesn't prominently feature a transgender individual going through a beautiful, brave transformation and journey about discovering and self-discovery, like
Well,
yeah,
that's on the checklist now of like the
yeah,
Oscars. Yeah.
yeah. No, I know. That's what I'm saying, which is so ironic because Kathy Bates won it for this. I'm pretty sure this
Which
is one
don't
of her
worry,
first
Jordan, they
roles,
they
guys.
have in One More Battle.
Oh, do they
Or
really?
at the very least, I think this was like Kathy Bates's first big breakout role. And after she did it, she became like a hot commodity. So I just think it's really cool when you have like who someone said it. She's not conventionally beautiful, but I'm like, We need non-conventionally beautiful women in Hollywood to play psychopaths and serial killers. So even though you're not easy on the eyes, you serve a
If
useful
Disney
purpose.
has brainwashed us into anything, it's that ugly people bad, pretty people
I know.
good.
They're like, you're not a conventionally attractive
You
person.
mother
Well, we have a
gothel.
serial killer movie.
Notice
Yeah,
how
give her
ugly
that.
she is because she's bad. Notice how Rapunzel's beautiful because she's good.
You can't be the hero. You're ugly. I was like, who told Tommy Wiseau that he was ugly? He's like, you can play the villain. He's like, I don't want to be the villain. I want to be the hero. He's like, you will never be a hero. So he made his own movie, and he is the hero.
He
Poor
is the
John.
hero.
Dude, we've done the Disaster Artist or the
No,
Room.
we've done the room. We've done the
You
room.
did the room.
Oh, you
yeah.
did the
Never
Room.
the
Okay.
disaster artist.
Yeah, I think we probably talked about Disaster Artist. Anyway, would you guys recommend Misery? Absolutely.
Yes.
It is not a
Yes, Grant.
miserable time. It's amazing.
Did you watch it, Allie?
Yeah, I
Did you like it? That's good.
Yeah, it was like a little slow for my liking, but it also like for being slow, I feel like it kept my attention surprisingly. And I feel like towards the end, the main thing that I said to Cam was I was like, I feel like that was creepy. Like it was actually like icky to watch a little bit, like which is not normally the vibe I get from like all my serial killer stuff. So like I liked it because it made me feel like there's many times I was like, especially when he's like in the kitchen and has to crawl back to his freaking wheelchair and she's walking back up the stairs. I'm like, you idiot. Like,
Oh my
what's your
gosh.
plan right now? She's actually gonna freak out and break another one of your limbs. So it was making me sweat just as much as him. So
Yeah. Yeah, well,
You're
I love that you
crazy.
mentioned that because you just brought that visual. Like when he freaking like is in the wheelchair and he's like furiously rolling at her and she shoots him in the shoulder and he's like, "Gah!" Leaps out of his chair and like falls on her. Like scenes like that where it's like, what are you gonna do, man? Like, what are you doing now? Like you
Dude, when
have
he used his broken leg as like a bat to trip her, I was like, I know that hurts so bad.
It's like Invincible when we thought he was going to use his broken bones to like gouge out the guy's eyes.
Yeah. That he just uses his skull.
Nuts, dude. Well, freak. Yeah. So check out Misery. Guys, we end every movie podcast by sharing what we've seen lately and what we're looking forward to seeing. Cameron, what have you been watching lately?
I thought we said we were going to start doing Jordan first.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Cameron, thanks for reminding me.
No, don't do
Kick
me.
me.
Oh no.
Check my letterbox and then give us one, Jordan.
Yeah,
Yes,
Jordan.
check my letterbox, Jordo 0.
Should I be telling people to check my letterbox? Are you getting any followers saying this every episode?
No, I don't. I just Inside, Ty. I told you to watch it. Check it
I
out.
did see the picture for it. It does look interesting. It's Halloween.
I
No,
saw
no,
the picture.
no, I know, but it's Halloween. I'm watching all the movies
I'm
now.
debating. Cameron, you will not like it because it has stuff to do with pregnancy. So, this was actually it was hard.
That's why Jordan
all
watched
the
it. He's like,
way
what are
right.
the horror movies about involving babies and childbirth?
Yeah,
He's
you
like,
want
I'm
to know the
about to have
biggest
a
horror
kid.
movie of
Yeah,
them
oh,
all is Juno.
Podcasters. We have a
I
new
li-
father on the podcast,
Oh
by
yeah,
the way.
yeah.
Yeah, which is probably why I shouldn't have watched this movie because it was horrifying. Like she was driving with their husband, they get in a car accident. That's the opening scene, and one of them dies.
Did you watch
Huh?
Immaculate, Jordan, with Sydney Sweeney?
Immaculate. I don't know about that one.
There was the first Omen. That was the one with
Oh
that
yeah, I
from-
did not like that movie. Sorry.
Well, no. So there was the first Omen. I actually really liked it. And then I also liked, what was it called?
Immaculate.
Immaculate. You didn't see that one?
Yeah. There's a
did-
scene where she's like going to the bathroom and her roommate comes in and just talking to her. I'm like, why can some people do that? It's so uncomfortable. I don't understand.
It's only uncomfortable if you're like, oh. Guys are on a couple of sissies, huh? That's the only time it's
Well,
uncomfortable.
it was like in the hospital too. Like they were helping my wife, and I would have been like, "Hey, nurses, can you wait outside while I go?" Because it's just like some people could just go with them staring at them. I'm like, I don't know how you can do
I think
that.
after you deliver a baby, Jordan,
mean.
you're not too
That's
concerned.
true.
You
I
let
mean-
all that go.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, they've seen
Jordan's
all
like,
of you
I don't know.
already, so
It's like Jordan's like, I had a hard time napping through all the screaming.
I was literally gonna use that joke. You beat me to it. But
Dude, how's it being a dad? You've been a dad for what? 3 days?
it is the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life. not to scare people out of it,
Wait,
but
wait, Jordan, let me help you out. Jordan means to
it
say this has been life-changing. It's wonderful. This is a blessing.
it is like
Veteran
it's the
father here trying to
no,
help Jordan.
it's the most beautiful thing
There you
ever,
go.
but it comes with the hardest thing ever. It's just like the the moment of realization, like how fragile they are, and just like
And you're
everything.
like, oh wait, we're taking this thing home with us.
Yeah, it
I
really
only
break
dropped
it
you
break.
once, maybe twice.
Yeah, is
It,
that Goonies?
Yeah.
because it
Oh, fall.
no, well, just like it was either the first or second night, it broke me. Like I was just like bawling my eyes out, like so as yeah, it was bad.
What broke you
That's
having a
normal.
kid?
Yeah, just because it's like that the weight of like every decision you make might forever affect them, you know?
I might corrupt him right now.
I
You're
just mean
freaking
like
me out. You're making me reconsider. I got 4 kids. Should I
Should
be
I actually
killing
try
you?
now?
it's just the first kid because this is my first kid. Like that video I sent you guys where they have the first kid and they're like, "Oh, it's so fragile. I got to be careful." And the next video was a video of a monkey like dunking the baby in the water. It's like yeah, I just
No.
on my second kid I'll be like, "Ah, this is a piece of cake." But man, this you just there's nothing that can prepare you for it. You can read all the books, watch all the movies.
Just don't shake the baby to
Trust me,
sleep and
Jordan's
you'll be
seen all the
fine.
movies.
There's no amount of movies
Well,
that can
Jordan, I've
prepare you
heard it's
for it.
exactly like having a dog, right? I know exactly what you're going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cameron, you're
it's
exactly right. Yeah, that's true. Cameron and
It's
Ellie
the
are
it's
pet owners, so
yeah,
they have a
exactly.
baby. They have a fur baby.
It's the dream because then anytime she's bad, I just throw her in a cage and I close the door. And
I
no
try
one
to
calls
discipline my
child
kids the
services.
same
Everyone
way I
says,
discipline my
"Oh,
dog at
was the dog
CPS
naughty?"
here.
yeah, but it is beautiful. I wasn't trying to say it wasn't.
I think the term was nightmarish. I thought you were describing misery, but no, he's just talking about his newfound love for his
Jordan's like, "I'm
son.
being held captive."
No,
Took a toy hammer
Blink
to my
twice if
leg.
you're
Ah!
if you're in
Yes,
danger.
seriously. Grant, have you checked it out yet? Blink twice.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's a fun one. All
oh
right. Well, Jordan, anything else other than Inside?
well, I this one is a hard one to recommend just because like while I really enjoyed it because some of the practical deaths were amazing and it's an insane thriller, the baby stuff like I'm almost with Cameron on this one. It was rough because
Like men level or no?
no no not like that. So it's about the woman is
That
about
movie.
no it's
Yeah,
a
it's scarred in your brain, bro.
Yes, I
so
can't unsee those things
no
anymore.
so not
I
like
see
that.
them.
It's
Nothing like back vaginas,
oh
bro.
actually well there is a there is there's one scene that I had to like cover the screen. I was like, so this woman is like she's a psycho and she's chasing down a pregnant woman, and it's horrifying.
Well, don't spoil it. I'm gonna watch it,
All
man.
right, well,
Don't
just
spoil
saying,
it. Shut up.
it's just
Yeah, Jordan,
stuff.
tell us what you've been seeing. Now shut up about it. All right. All
It's
right.
just because babies are just so fragile, and it's just like I just don't like there being like violence around it, you know?
Bro, you're changed.
You're changed. No, Jordan. No, you think he's
Too
changed? Give him a few weeks. He's gonna be showing his 2-year-old freaking Saw franchise and be like, "See, this is pretty remarkable, right?"
I was gonna be playing Manhunter in the background to put him to sleep.
That soundtrack, I would.
Jordan's gonna watch it with his 4-year-old. Jordan's watching freaking, he's watching Freddy versus Jason. He's like, "See, this is pretty remarkable stuff, right? This isn't
I
violent."
I was looking at the Jason costumes while I was feeding my baby.
Of course he was. Jordan's waiting to do his first Halloween. He's like,
Oh, I was so happy my
Never
baby was
Halloween.
born in October. I was like, yes, October baby.
"There you go, dude."
Jordan's like
Watches
real
scary
life
movie
Dexter.
marathons.
And he was born the 6th, I think 706. Just need one more 6 in there.
Dude, it was. You can just say Pacific time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
606
Pacific time.
on the
Technically.
6th.
There you go.
Yes.
It's 6 o'clock somewhere. There you go.
I
So,
was born in California, so
he wasn't, but
But he's Californian by birth, Todd.
Yeah, but his father was. Oh my gosh, I love it. What's your kid's
I'm a
middle
native
name?
Californian.
Damien? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not the devil. He's a lovely baby. I'm glad, Jordan. Thanks for sharing, dude. Congratulations. We love that you're a dad now. Now
Yeah.
you get to be as happy
It's
as
only fitting
Grant and
since
I.
his proposal was on the pod.
Oh yeah, that was on the pod.
Dude, I did not forget that. That's awesome. Of course, I didn't forget that.
Yeah, it was funny because Ty was so taken aback. He was like, "What is going
Is this
on?"
what is happening right now?
That's right. He was. I'm so glad you didn't just start talking. I'm like on my knees and Ty's like just blabbering on.
I'm like, hey, can we get back to the movie?
So what was it like watching it for the first time,
What was it like
George?
watching the first time? Hey, you didn't give me your two favorite things. Can we get back on track? Dadgummit. Well, I love it, Jordan. Anything else?
No, who's next?
You watched Castle Rock yet? You freaking twit.
There's too much to watch, Ty. I'm sorry.
Not good enough. Grant, how about you? What have you been watching?
Went on a horror binge a little bit. Did Talk to Me. That movie's so good.
Dude, that's so
Crazy.
good, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And then Bring Her Back.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I
Oh
love when
man.
the cute little dog, that little English bulldog or whatever, so cute. He's just licking that guy's face.
Oh, and Talk to Me.
Yeah, dude. It's great.
Yeah.
Do you think Cameron could handle
No,
that
absolutely not. Absolutely
well,
not. No.
it's more thriller because there's like little details and stuff. Whatever. I
The
tried.
whole premise is literally demon
Yeah,
possession.
they're literally it's
No,
literally
It's
summoning.
no, it's the background. It's like literally it it is because the whole idea is her trying to get her baby back. And so it's like, oh, how do I bring it? And so I'm just gonna use this vessel and put my baby inside it.
Wait, are
And
we
now I
talking
see
about
dead
Talk to Me
people, and
still?
we're talking
Why did I
No.
not remember that?
We're talking about the second one. What's it called?
We're talking
Oh,
about
Bring
Talk
Her
to Me.
Back.
Bring her back.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
you're
do
talking about
not watch Bring Her Back, dude. Yeah, Jordan, he's
I
talking
was
about
talking
Talk
about
to Me.
like Cameron neither.
Well, talk to me, obviously. That one's like all
Yeah, well,
out.
that's what I was saying, and then I
No.
thought you were like, "That's the background stuff." I was like, "What?"
That's what I was confused about. I was
Yeah, I
like, what are
was
you
so
talking about? The
Just
confused.
back? It's
background
like
stuff.
the whole plot. I know. I was like, is it because they're
Yeah.
like laughing
Yeah, I'm
about
like
it and filming it
I'm
and
like
like
they're like
hanging
using
out?
like a Ouija board like glove claw thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to speak to the other side.
Yeah.
So good.
It's this little ceramic hand. They shake hands with it and they talk to
It's
other
like those
people.
it's like
It's
those
it's in
glove
like a creepy position too. It's like
it's like those gloves at or those hands at like Halloween places to like grab candy or whatever and you grab it.
yeah.
Or it's
I
like
still
that
think the hand from Harry Potter 2 is
I
scarier.
was
He
thinking
goes
that
to
same thing when it
Diagon
grabs his hand.
and he
No,
goes to Borgin
the
and Burke's shop and it grabs his
Why does he
hand.
go up to it and he's like, he like puts his hand.
I like
Willy Wonka, those hands were pretty creepy with grabbing the hats and the coats.
I don't even remember that. All I can
I don't
think
know.
of
I
is the
thought that was funny.
centipede
Like,
scene.
remember the coat hangers and the whimsical Willy Wonka? Those are creepy, man. Something's sitting there too
No,
long.
that not
That like
whimsical
grabs
tight.
your
That
neck.
is the
Like,
darkest
the-
undertone of all time. Like picking the kids up and killing them one by one. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and not really undertone in the tunnel scene.
That's true. That's when
Where
it
he was
starts. You start to
brainwashed
see
and
the color.
centipedes. I'm like,
Yeah, you see it for the place for its true colors. It's deep
Yeah.
inside the dark tunnel.
as he's like doing a demonic chant. I'm like, what am I watching?
The rise keep on rowing. We reviewed that movie, right?
I
No,
hope not. I don't know.
Dude,
I
we
have
need to
child trauma
review
with
that.
that movie.
That might be a
it's
good
a
Halloween
classic.
movie. There's three scenes in there that are let's Mr. Slugworth, the butcher knife owner. No one goes in, no one comes
No one
out. And
comes
he's just
out.
like selling cutlery on the street. He's got a big cart full of knives that are just like jittering everywhere. Dude, talk about atmospheric, dude. And then of course the freaking tunnel and the freaking ferry ride. It's terrifying. And then constant
Well,
peril.
Slugworth, he was terrifying. Dude, that
The
guy
freaking ceiling fan was gonna murder them. It's
Yeah.
terrifying.
And Charlie choosing his grandpa over fetching mom and dad who like
Cameron, have you heard the
Slave
theory that the grandpa's actually the villain of the movie? Because if you listen to him, he says, "I have a golden ticket," and he's like,
No,
Yeah,
let's not
I've
forget that
seen
Grandpa
that.
Joe sits in bed for years on end,
"Oh yeah,
not helping the family lift a finger to help,
and then there's a
or
chance to go to the
providing or
chocolate
working.
factory.
And then as soon as Charlie gets this ticket, gets out of bed, and he's like, "I've been cured of my ailments." Like freaking lazy bum, you've been making everybody else work and squalor while you just sit in bed and get fed. You lazy tart, like that
Yeah.
bothers me.
All right, Grant, what else you watched?
Well, I just want to say, bring her back. Like,
Oh,
I enjoyed it, but like, it was disturbing.
it's heavy, dude. Yeah. Grant, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. So I liked it more in the theater. When I rewatched
Mm,
it, I was saddened. Like it's a sadder movie than I remember.
yeah. Yeah.
Dude, Sally Hawkins sells the crap out of that movie. Jordan, have you seen Bring Her Back? You're right.
Well, yeah, that's the one I was trying to
Incredible
say. I think
performance.
Cameron
I
Yeah.
was making sure. Okay.
might be able to watch. I said
No,
that.
Cameron, don't
Yeah.
watch it.
See,
And you know what?
Grant,
Even if you're like not terrified and murder everyone
because
after watching it, you're gonna like be sad. So don't watch it. So
well, and it's a thriller. He's gonna love the attention to details. It reminds me of Don't Blink Twice,
It's
where it's
like
like something is
no,
going
it's
on
like
here.
what's the
it's the
Korean
devouring mother. It's like
film
Hansel and
with
Gretel.
the guy, the
Yeah.
old guy that becomes the
Memoir of a
demon at the
Murderer.
end?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, the
Oh, yeah, Wailing. It does remind me of the Wailing. Yeah,
Wailing. Yeah.
Mm.
Because it's
which,
like it has like a demonic monster part
but it's
that's like
background
part of it.
noise. Yeah,
But yeah, it
It's
is
hardly
mostly
the
background.
about
It's
Wailing is
front and
pretty
center
borderline
some of
for
the
me.
time. Let's not.
yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
That-
background, but like
it's a
I don't
it's
know.
subplot.
If it's
It's a
if
subplot
it's
of it.
any more
Yeah.
severe than the
that
Wailing, I don't know that I could do it. The Wailing,
it's not though. It's not severe. It's just the opening scene that they're doing something. You're like, what the fudge? And then you just like, oh, she's just. It's literally an instruction manual on how to. Like I spoiled it, but I
To
just
bring
trying
her
to make
back.
it. Yeah,
That's the title.
that's
Yeah.
literally the title. Yeah, it's like it's just the video she's watching. She's like, okay, so how do I bring back my daughter? And it's like,
Like
DIY.
if
How
you
to
can
bring
get past
no,
that, like
no. It's funny because that
incredible
was like
movie.
the number
yeah.
one joke on Letterbox was DIY resurrect your loved ones. Like, and I'm like, this is so stupid. And I'm like, I thought of that joke immediately, but then I was like, how else? Like, what can I think of another joke that hasn't been said a million times? But yeah, so DIY.
Yeah, but so good. So I'm on like a Halloween horror binge right now. But last night I watched the new Naked Gun with Elise. I
Dude,
enjoyed it. It was fun.
so
Like the
funny, dude.
first half hour, I was crying laughing. Like so good. And then it kind of just lulled a little bit. It had spikes of comedy here and there. Like, you know,
not as
it
good as
felt a
the
little
OGs, don't
bit
you think?
like what?
Not as good as the OGs, don't you think?
Well, I've only seen one of the
Oh yeah, the
two and a
second one.
half. Yeah. But yeah, I think from what I've seen of two and a half, the older one, the jokes are much more grounded. Like this one kind of just seems so out there with some of the comedy that it kind of took me out of it a little bit.
Grant and Ellie,
Um,
you've both seen uh, uh,
The
or
newest
Cameron. Did
one.
I say Grant and Ellie? Cameron and Ellie. Have you guys seen Naked Gun yet?
Yeah, we've seen it.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah.
watched it with Jordan.
No, it's just asking because I was gonna ask about the jokes. He said it's just out there. I mean,
well, it
it's
was funny because
out there.
Jordan was like, yeah, Cameron didn't enjoy it as much. And like the first half hour I was like, this is hilarious. Like I did not enjoy this. And then like as the movie went on, I was like, okay, I can see like why I didn't like it as much. But but I
I'm
enjoyed it. It
confused.
was
I
fun.
laughed every second of the movie.
yeah. I was gonna say that I love the last half too, but
Hmm. I enjoyed the first half way more. But
Grant's like, yeah, that seance, that bringing back Frosty was a little too much. Yeah, too much for Cameron's sensibilities. Awesome. Anything else,
you
Grant?
don't remember
You've
the
been on a
snowman where
huge.
they bring him back? Remember they summon him back?
so weird.
That was the
Elise and I just looked at
best.
each other and I was like, skip. This
Are you
is so
serious? Did you
weird.
skip it?
Well, like skipped like 10 seconds, yeah. I was
Boo!
like, this is
It's the
weird.
best scene.
It's so
I
It's
awkward.
thought the, I
so
thought the
funny.
hot dog was the best scene, Jordan.
The chili dog.
Eating the
Oh,
chili
that
dogs.
was a really funny scene too.
I think that
Gonna
was
ruin
one of the
another
scenes I was
suit.
crying laughing.
Yeah, that made me cry laughing in the theater, Grant. It's just like I love he picks up a second one and he's just like
Like
He's like,
Tony.
don't do it, man. He's like, I had four more that day.
why are diarrhea jokes the best? I'm sorry.
But that was it. That's all I've seen.
I love it. Cameron, have it. Well, I've only seen like 3 or 4 movies, so I could go and then I'll let you go, Cameron. I watched. Where's my diary? It's called diary, folks. My letterbox. Okay,
Oh wait, also
so
just one
I
thing I
watched
wanted to say
Superman.
about
Oh,
Misery was I'd said this is the most normal Brandon Sanderson fan.
I didn't get that. What does that mean?
That's like it's like a
That's like
fantasy book. It's Elise reads it. All the people are like
he's like a
obsessed
famous,
about this
yeah.
book. They're like
epic fantasy writer,
they're like
like
18 million pages
super
long, and there's
fans.
like 13 books
Yeah.
of them, and all of the fans are just like, I can't wait for the next one. Like,
Like C.S. Lewis, if C.S. Lewis's books were 5 times longer and 2 times more complicated.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Or like
I
very similar moral
listened to the Mistborn
construct.
series, and that was like pretty complex but fun. And then you listen to Way of Kings, and you're like, what? Like, yeah, what? Made no sense. Anyway, I do want to finish Way of Kings though. Very rewarding when you start getting into it. So I watched Superman, the James Gunn.
Nice. What'd
I
you
gotta be
think?
I
honest,
didn't see
guys.
a review of it.
No, I thought we talked about this last episode.
Well,
No,
no,
we
he
were
was
No,
gonna
you
telling
guys
him
watch
that
kept
it.
he
telling
He
needed
me I
to
had
watch
to
started
it.
it,
watch
and then
it.
his Apple TV went out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried to
but
start it.
you haven't. Oh, well, oh wow, you watched? Okay, yeah.
I guess I read your review on Letterboxd, so I thought we talked about it.
Yeah, no, I finally watched it. Yeah, I don't know. As my love and revitalized for superhero films, not necessarily. Although I enjoyed parts of it. Like there were like 3 scenes I can name that I really enjoyed. Like
I love how
like
you're saying it as if it was like okay, but then you gave it 8 out of 10. So I'm
Yeah.
that's a masterpiece almost.
well, you guys, I honestly thought I was gonna be like pleasantly surprised, but it was like it's kind of just like what I anticipated. Like I liked
Yeah, it's a
the
fun James
Suicide
Gunn movie.
Squad better though.
Uh,
And I like, I don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy better though. You know, like, does that make sense? I'm
First
like,
one, yeah.
it feels like a law of diminishing returns where I'm like, James Gunn is kind of a one-trick pony, and I
you're
like
that
it. I
I
think it's
agree with
fun.
that because it did
Yeah.
start with Super being top and then everything after that. Sucker Cameron.
Super is
A law
not
of
that
diminishing
good.
returns is best film, super. Shut up, crime. How about
Yeah,
shut
same
up,
with
Jordan?
Christopher
That's not
Nolan,
his
right,
best film.
Jordan? The Following is his best movie, and then everything
No,
after that.
I wasn't talking about him. I'm talking about
Yeah, we're just talking about,
talking about
yeah.
James
Yeah,
Gunn.
just James Gunn.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I enjoyed parts of it.
What were your
Okay,
3 favorite scenes? I'm curious.
what was that?
What were your 3 favorite scenes?
So
I'm
yeah,
cu-
so like what I really enjoyed, what like no, that's kind of random, but the first one that comes to mind is like in the backdrop, Lois and Superman are having like a
That I
quiet
literally told
evening,
Cameron that. Oh yeah.
and then Green Lantern and Terrific and Hawk are all like fighting this
Yeah.
big bubble alien, and he's like, "Should you go help him with that?" He's like, "No, they're fine."
Ah, they
It's
got it.
and they're just like beating it senseless in the background, and it just looks like a desktop screensaver. And I don't know why, it was just like really funny because it's just
Yeah.
like he could obviously take care of this so quickly, but he's like, I'll leave them to do this dimensional squid flying in the sky. I just thought that was really funny. So that's like a very fun use of gun. And then um I really liked well, how do I say this? I liked that he tried to do something different. So I'm gonna spoil Superman if anyone hasn't seen it or cares, listeners anyway. It's revealed that Superman's parents aren't like the happy-go-lucky Kryptonians that we've always
Yeah.
known, where he's like, "Be good to these people," and instead they're
Or
like,
was it Zod? It could have been a message from Zod to try to turn him against the people. I'm just saying.
"Oh, okay, well,
What's
I
the
don't know,
proof that
maybe
it's his
that'll get later
parents?
revealed." But you have Bradley Cooper, and then whoever his wife's actress, I can't remember her name, but I was like, "Bradley Cooper's in this," and then
Yeah.
And what's his random a cameo as Dungeons and Dragons?
yeah, well, yeah, it doesn't beat that, but like I know why you choose like
Oh
famous
yeah.
actor because I think Marlon Brando famously was like chosen to be Superman's dad in the Christopher Reeve version, so it's
Hmm.
like. It's just even a brief scene, you're a son of Krypton or whatever, and it's really important. But then like the whole twist is he's like, go to Earth and rule over these people and make them your slaves and have a harem and
His
everything.
dad
I'm
is
like,
Literally
Omni-Man.
invincible. Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Omni-Man.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, and
Think,
part of
Mark.
me's like, Invincible did this but better. And I feel bad saying that because I'm like, I think it now I like the idea again, it's just so I'm already gonna get into things that bother me for some reason. But okay, last thing I enjoyed was I have to say the actor that plays Green Lantern, he's so funny.
He is the
Yeah.
best. Dude, that bowl cut.
Yeah, guy
Full
great.
concertos. He's like, your
That
name's Mr.
haircut should be
Terrific.
against
You
the
have
point.
no say in the great justice or whatever it's called. We're
Justice
the
Squad or
Justice
whatever.
Squad. He's like, yes.
He's like, I actually like that name. He's like, you're
You're
in.
in. Yeah.
You're- Dude, he thrives with his weird characters. Polka Dot Man. Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm an
James
effing
Gunn does. Yeah,
superhero.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying
all
he's the
the
same actor.
all the people are his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does good with ensemble cast. And I enjoy like a fun action scene where it's literally showing her in this bubble and like all these characters around her getting beaten up by Mr. Terrific. I thought that was kind of a cool scene, but
Jordan
again,
hated
that's
it. He
like where
said
I'm
it
like,
instantly took him out
I
of the movie.
it took you out of the movie?
Jordan said
What?
it. He hated it, and it instantly took him out of the movie. And he
Oh,
zoned
that
out.
action sequence, yeah. Oh,
Uh,
and again, when I watched it, I was like, it's clever how they're trying to film. And did you mention the
But if the dude was getting ripped to shreds with practical effects, from that was a masterpiece.
I would. It's true.
I so and then like there were some humor parts like where he owns like a pocket universe and he has like his girlfriend who wrote him a bad review or a tweet or something like that and she has
Yeah.
like has her enslaved. I just thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, the
For
things that
shiz.
bother me,
You
I
know,
don't
I
even know where to
especially
begin.
hate that one.
I don't even know where to begin with things that bother me, other than like, I guess like I feel like kids are gonna like Superman, like a younger crowd likes this Superman. Like he's immediately broken down. He doesn't win a single one of his own fights. And like I guess the Justice League Superman, like the cartoon Superman was never beaten in a fight except by like what, Zod or something like that? Or like one person ever,
Well,
right?
that's the thing is a lot of times he does lose battles, but that's the whole point is the only time he ever like it's because he's always worried about not hurting other and
Yes,
harming
it's his
civilians. That's
restraint that
the
makes him interesting, right?
yeah.
Because he could end everyone like
Yeah,
Homelander. He
because
could
that's
just
the only time
murder
he
everyone.
ever unleashed was when Darkseid, like he fought Darkseid in the Justice League in the animated series, and then
Yeah.
he
And I
like
find that interesting because
desecrates him.
so anyway, like this one's very much like he's getting the tar kicked out of him. He literally like falls at the beginning. He fails his first fight, and I thought that was significant.
A1.
Yeah. And I've seen so many memes of that, like
Yeah.
your friend on the game chat.
Yeah.
Like these are just screaming fight commands. Like, ah, it was
Yeah.
kind of funny. But literally, like you think about it, his dog carries him to the Fortress of Solitude. Uh, which I know why you like the movie so much because that dog looks so much like Missy. But I don't know why they can't just get a regular dog in movies anymore. Like they will not do it. Every single shot of the dog was CGI'd. Even the scene where the dog's sitting on his chest in the morning, get a real dog. I don't know why movies do this where it's like we can't have a real dog. Like just it annoys me. I don't know why. I'm just like get a real dog. I don't need to see.
That's so funny because you like love the Planet of the Apes move, the new ones,
Yeah,
the new.
because they're chimps that talk, Jordan. You can't get a real chimp that talks. I'm saying this is a dog that does not speak and is sitting on his chest playfully and looking at its owner.
You haven't seen
You can get
Homeward
a real dog
Bound,
for
Ty?
that.
Come on.
Yeah, Jordan's like, you're complaining about the monkeys. They could have just gotten real apes. They carry AK-47s and drive tanks. Yeah, yeah, we should just get real monkeys to do that. Why don't we just take the time to train monkeys to actually do this?
Come on, Ty.
And then they
You
accidentally actually take over the
Three
world.
Amigos that
Accidentally
use
create War of the Planet of the Apes.
Ty. Three Amigos. Night Ned. You could have used puppets. I would be more for puppet dogs than
Yeah,
animated.
no,
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean like I just and I feel bad because the animators worked super hard. There were some amazing shots where like the dog looked convincing, but I just kept looking at it like the dog's not really there.
I'm
And again,
surprised you haven't just been beaten into submission. He's been doing it since Guardians of the Galaxy with the raccoon. Like
yeah, but again, this is a talking
Well,
raccoon
yeah.
wearing clothes, carrying guns. Like it's different.
It's like they
I
should
don't
use a real
think of the
raccoon holding
like
a
that's not a
machine
convincing
gun.
raccoon.
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying this is a
Rocket could do
caped
that.
dog that sounds, breathes, lives like a dog. And in scenes where it's
Jordan's expectations of raccoons.
it's just like a rabid animal on set.
they shot a movie with real lions, and people came away with like brain damage and stuff. Like the lions tore through them.
Dude, he's talking about the Tiger King, dude. I've never
No,
heard
oh
lions
yeah, that one too.
it was filmed with real lions.
Oh,
and
we should have used real raccoon.
yeah, and again, I'm saying just in certain scenes where CGI was not necessary, I just kind of wish that they would have brought a real dog. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just a
that's
complaint I have. You could have given a real dog a real chance to shine, and I'm sure they modeled it after a real living dog. Look at
It was actually modeled after James Gunn's dog. His dog was a rescue, and it looks exactly like Crypto.
Again, put it in the movie. Just get a real dog, like every once in a while.
Ending scene was.
Yeah.
The ending scene wasn't the real dog, but it was. I think it was actually a real dog, the ending scene.
Yeah, I think
Which ending
what
scene where he's like
on the
literally
moon.
throwing bald man
Oh,
around,
the
Lex Luthor
post-credit
around.
scene.
Yeah, the post
It's
yeah, yeah, the post credit scene when he's like on the moon with his
Oh,
dog.
where you
It,
saw the back of the dog's head. Yeah, cool. Okay. And a complete green screen. Like they were really sitting on the moon. Why couldn't they really get on the moon and film that shot practically? See, now
with
I feel
Rocket
bad.
Raccoon.
Again, so that's like a silly nitpick. Let me get to my real gripe. Lex Luthor has a pocket universe and ways to travel between them, and he's like, I need this small government to be overthrown by some weirdo that was in the Triangle of Sadness. I don't know why that's in my head, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
yeah, yeah. It's just like, yeah,
Like, hey,
this
it's
guy
like
from Triangle of
it-
Sadness, which is a much better movie. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, he needs this country to invade, and I'm like, you own a pocket universe. Like, I don't know, use that technology and make money off of that. Like,
No,
why
well,
does
see, but
this matter?
no,
Like,
no, see, the whole point of it is all power. It's just like, what's it called? Batman, like Bruce Wayne, he obviously could do all of these things as Batman, but it's like, in order to be in control, you have to be able to balance both of them. So it's like Lex Luthor has to be very powerful and influential, like across governments, and because of that, he has to have like political
but like
sway and
all he wanted to do was
ties.
become a king. It's like you own a pocket universe. Like you own an
Yeah,
entire
but then you're
prison
king of what?
system. You could be king of any universe in all of them. And instead he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and like play by the rules and keep laws. It's like you have a Listen, Cameron, small peas, dude. This is peanuts, okay? That's all I'm saying. Like it doesn't make sense. It was kind
Well,
of
see,
silly.
no, but yeah, that's all.
I enjoyed the Superman conflict where like so it's funny, my wife and I watched it. My wife did not like Lois Lane, and I'm like, honey, she was perfectly fine. Then I watched old Christopher Reeve Superman. You have Lois Lane that's like, I'm so convinced you're Superman. She jumps out a window to kill herself. And he's like, if you're
Yeah.
really Superman, you'll save me. And what's clever is Superman obviously saves her so quickly, and she doesn't see Clark Kent do it. But anyway, so she's trying to kill herself to prove that Superman. I'm like, see, Lois Lane kind of always has been annoying. Trying to prove my point. But anyway, she didn't like the interview scene where she's like grilling him and stuff. But then I'm like, they're
See,
having a
but that's
conversation, and
that's
she's
what I think why she's a good partner for him is because she's the only person that will actually question what he does, like that act, but that
no, no,
also
no. She does
that
not question whether or not he has a harem. She just believes him on that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Where does he go during the day? Do you know where he's at?
and like she's the only one that questions him, but that also still loves him and believes in what he does and his character. So that's why I think she's a good balance for him because he's always going to try to do what's right, but she can be there to be like, hey, I know you're trying to do what's right, but this actually it has repercussions, and
No,
that
and I agree, Cameron. Like I enjoyed
because
the
that's why I'm
questions he
excited
posed.
for
It's
I'm excited for his relationship with Batman because it's very similar to Flash and Green Arrow because Flash is always because it's always how it goes. The people who are more powerful and have a power that just like can kind of supersede issues or like lack of tech like strategy and things like that often
They
will
just
just
need a
go
tech billionaire to tell them what to do.
they'll just go into situations without thinking and then they'll have repercussions, and so that's why Batman is so good for Superman is he's like you just think you immediately assess the situation and say, oh, this is bad guy, this is good guy, I'm gonna go save the good guy, and it's like and you don't even think about all the consequences. So that's why it's like I like their relationship is because he teaches him like there's more to being a hero than just being strong and fast. Like there actually like is a lot of other repercussions that go into it.
yeah, and in the end, they didn't completely ruin her character, but yeah, I too was just like,
I'm glad we didn't have to deal with the do they know that he's Superman? I'm glad that they kind
Yeah,
of
they
just
skipped
jumped
over
in.
all that. They're like, we already know, people already know this. Like,
Yeah, which
I
I
I
was
did like that too. They
wait,
kind of
but
sped it
but
up.
not everyone knows. He wears glasses, and everyone sees a different face because he wears. I'm like, don't change it. Like I've seen people that are unrecognizable without glasses, and the truth is, in the old Superman, they always act like, oh, everyone would have known. A lot of people accused him of it, and then, like Lois Lane, diving out of a window head first and was like, I know you're going to save me, Clark. And then he is able to save her without her even seeing Clark Kent change into Superman. And he has deniability because now she's like, I almost died. He ends up like pulling out an awning and like uses a super breath to like suspend her in the air. She hits the awning, lands in a fruit stand, and then he's up at the top again. And he's like, Lois, are you all right? And she's like, oh my gosh, I almost just died, and Clark didn't come down and save me, even though he did save her. and she didn't know it. So I'm just saying, like, the old show was more clever at, like, yes, some people could suspect that it was him, but he did enough to prove that it wasn't. Now it's just like James Gunn is like, yeah, he wore glasses and everyone else looking at him just didn't see the same face. It's like, well, what face was he showing? And when did Lois Lane discover that? And I guess she's cool with that now. I don't know.
Well, I
Maybe
will
she started
say
dating him
him
when he
with
was Superman. I
him
don't know.
with his hair down and his glasses does truly look like a different person.
Yeah, he does, and it's fine. And again, I
It's
don't
like
even
Zoe
care because it's
Deschanel,
like that's
dude.
just
You
always
can't
been
tell me
Superman,
that
and people are
Jess
like,
from
that's a big plot point. And I'm like, and James Gunn addresses it, but I'm like, how about this? The story of Krypton totally changing the parents' perspective. Now,
well,
in the
that's
movie,
definitely going to
you're
be in the
right. There
follow-up
could be a
movie
sequel that changes it, but for this movie,
because the
they had
sequel is going
mentioned
to be about
specifically that
Brainiac.
it's not a doctored film, and his parents really said this to him. That's never been lore. There's no comic book. That's a completely new thing. But again, after watching Invincible, this feels a little hollow because I'm like, I think it probably would have been more impactful had this come out like pre-Invincible or something. Because I'm like, it just feels kind of copied. Because I'm like, that's literally the Viltrumites, and they literally are Viltrumites. Like, I'm sending you to a better planet, and you're gonna enslave them. Do whatever you want. And then the biggest gripe I have with it is so many people he's saved. The minute that they're like, he has a harem, and they hear the message and it's not Doctor, and they just take Lex's
Yeah, they
word for it,
like
they
instantly.
immediately hate on
Yeah.
him. Like, I would have liked it if before maybe there were people that were like suspicious, kind of like Batman versus Superman. The movie's awful, but I can't believe I'm
Well,
saying this. But there were people that didn't trust Superman's motives to be a savior.
they
But in this
they did it
movie,
a little bit.
everyone was happy to have him clean up the streets, remove monsters, protect squirrels from being like he protected everyone. And then the minute that this video comes out, they're like, "Yeah, F Superman!" and start throwing cans at his head
I
and stuff.
know.
They're
All
like,
side
"Die!" And
people
I'm
are just
like,
sheep,
and then the
you
mother
know.
grabs her kid and is like, "Oh, don't look at him, honey." I'm just like,
Yeah,
"Shut
well,
up!" Like,
the
stop.
boys did it better when it was like the news portrayal like warps the minds of the audience and people watching. Like
Yeah.
Starlight, they thought she was like a
Hmm.
horrible human being, and it was like she just saved a girl that was gonna get abused. So, anyways, but
Sure.
it wasn't caught. All that was caught was her beating up some guy.
Right.
So,
And they rushed it, and I get it. Like for the
Yeah.
representation, oh, his whole image is at stake, right? Like how he's perceived and stuff. But anyway, I'm like, it just reminds me too much of like he literally goes to the, I don't know, Superman versus Batman. He literally goes into a hearing and it blows up, and they're like, did Superman just murder everyone in there? It's like, I just think that's more compelling than just like, oh, everyone thinks he wants a
Yeah, it's
harem.
more compelling to let Clark just let everyone in there die so he can have a sick backdrop when he flies out of there. For him to go,
Or again, slowly descend
Zack
on a family
Snyder, yeah.
that's
yeah, is
drowning
that,
on a rooftop. Help us, please. And he's like, I'm gonna slowly come to your home.
yeah. Or when, or
Because
Can
it
you
when
looks
get down
cool.
here more
Or
quickly, please?
When Zod throws the gas tank at him and he flies over it and lets it explode and destroy the building behind him, I'm like, that is the most unsuperman like thing to do.
And it's funny because you're like picking up plot points of or nitpicks of like other movies. I'm not saying it's better than, Snyder, but like I'll be honest, do I miss Schneider a little bit?
That's crazy.
I know it sounds crazy. I liked Superman
That's
ultimately.
because you haven't watched the Justice League tie. Watch the Justice League, you'd be like,
I
yeah, I
watched
don't
the
miss
four
that.
hour Justice League. I didn't
Yeah,
see
you
Joss
watched the Snyder
Whedon.
Cut.
I don't
I
need
know,
to see
but
Joss Whedon's stuff.
yeah, Joss Whedon's.
Of
You don't
course, it's
miss it.
awful.
You don't miss it.
But
And also
the
rewatch Batman vs Superman. It's not it's not terrible, but just watch that Martha scene and you'll just be like, yeah,
oh,
we
I
don't.
know. I'll get see, and it's funny you say that because I'm like, I know I have my gripes. You guys have heard me say it. I don't know. Am I too old for this now? I remember being like 15,
Well,
16 years
I
old when
also
the
think
Man
that
of Steel trailer came out, and I was like, that's going to be an amazing
I
movie.
also think you're at a bad age because I think if like Otto was like loving superheroes, I think it might make you like it more. And so I think it's hard because it's like
I
it's too
No, and it's funny
mature.
you say that. I feel like Superman. I had a conversation with a friend. He's like, yeah, his daughter loves Superman, the new one,
Uh-huh.
and she's seen both, and he's like, I like the new one better, and he's like, I like the other one, the older one better,
Yeah.
and it's just like, yeah, it's just like this is good for kids, and the Superman Man of Steel is more for adults. It's like, what do you do with that power and responsibility? Do you need to become everyone's savior, or can you just be? Is your does your inaction, are you culpable for your inaction for like crimes against, and tragedy? Like, are you required to rise to the occasion? Like, I don't know. I find that interesting because It was a thankless job. And then again, he gets crucified and raked across the coals trying to do the right thing. And he's just like, forget it. I guess I just won't be this. Good luck without me then, you know? And in this one, it's like he gets beaten up a lot. And it's almost like they try to make it like a Rocky story. And that's just very different. So I give James Gunn props to like, it's very fresh. But I feel like we've seen this so many times where you have the superhero beaten up and then like gets better.
Yeah, I
And
was literally going to
Superman's
say
always
that
been-
it's just been done so many times,
yes. Thank you.
and you have seen it a way that you're like, well, this did it better. So
Yeah. Thank you for summarizing. I think you just summarized my thoughts of Superman so succinctly, Jordan. Thank you. Anyway, I rewatched
well, I didn't
Weapons.
say it. You said it early on when you said diminishing returns, and you answered
Yes.
it at the beginning. So
Yes. And then I rewatched Weapons, rewatched Bring Her Back.
don't
Yeah,
spoil
Bring Her-
Weapons. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, dude. Weapons, man. Guys, gotta watch
You
it.
watch it in theaters again or what?
No, I just I don't know where I watched it. Where I think my friend
Your
has an
friend's account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's buying these new movies. Okay,
I
and
know,
then
I know, because
Jordan-
I know if Ty's seen it and it's a new movie and it's not from my account, then I know he's
Oh
watching
yeah,
it
yeah.
from
No,
his
no, don't worry,
friends.
folks. I am not swimming in money. I steal from other people. Yeah, I have a connection on the inside. And then I watched Jordan kept recommending I watch Malignant by James Wan. I watched Malignant. It literally was Basket Case.
It is,
It's
but with an
Basket
A
Case.
budget, which is crazy.
Yeah.
At least a B plus. I mean,
I put it reminded me of Cobweb, The Crow, and Basket Case. I don't know why, but anyway.
Bro.
Yeah, the movie got like three things really, really well. If you guys haven't seen it, I don't know if Cameron Grant, do you care about
Grant, if
spoilers?
you're on a horror binge, Malignant, check it
Malignant's
out.
a good one to watch, Grant, if you're in a horror movie. It's unlike a lot of movies.
Has Grant
It's
ever
got some
seen The
things-
Crow? Did
What's
you
that,
watch it with
Cam?
me, Jordan Grant? The Crow?
Oh, have you seen The Crow, Grant? Not the remake.
And then Grant, right after that, you should watch Jeepers Creepers, right, Jordan?
He said he watched it. He didn't like it that much. I don't
You
think.
didn't like Jeepers Creepers, Cam?
No, Jordan just
remember
wants
that
to
one.
watch that every single time with me, and I have zero desire.
Oh, dude, 1 and 2 are kind of fun.
I also
There's-
hate that main actor guy. He's
Justin
so
Long?
annoying
Justin
in
Long?
Dodgeball, and he's so annoying in New Girl. He is literally the most unlikable. The
Who?
only,
Is he
the,
in
only,
New Girl? I didn't know.
Justin Long.
the only time he's ever good is
Um,
in what's the Star
the
Trek
scrawny
that.
kid?
Barbarian.
No, in the Star Trek spoof,
He's good. Oh, in
Oh,
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
Galaxy Quest, when he
man.
saves the day. Check out the trash, Mom. No, no, no. Take out the trash.
Cameron, did you see Barbarian, Cameron?
Yeah, he was pretty good in Barbarian.
Yeah, I thought he was freaking great in that. It was kind of fun to see him in a movie.
Yeah, it's
again.
kind of hard to remember he's in that movie, with all like the milking and feeding of breast milk to adults. But
Wait, but Crow's pretty old, Cameron. I don't know if Grant's gonna like it.
no,
It's
yeah,
a
you
good
wouldn't.
movie. You should see it,
you
Grant.
wouldn't like it, Grant. Actually,
Ang Lee's, it's a freaking awesome performance.
it's literally just like Sin City had a child with the Joker, and
Yeah.
the Joker was like a vigilante.
Somehow that is accurate.
Yeah.
Person
Grant,
like
he's
Cameron's
literally he literally is Heath Ledger. He's literally Heath Ledger's Joker, but as a vigilante.
Well, I swear Heath Ledger had to have taken some inspiration from that film.
100%.
Yeah.
He's literally like identical clone. I'm like, he even looks like Heath. I'm like,
No,
Yeah.
that's funny you say that because I actually thought for a while when I saw like posters or like the look, Ang Lee looked so much like Heath. Yeah, it's surprising. I also think Joseph Gordon-Levitt looks so much like Heath.
100%.
That is-
Especially in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Can
when they're
we?
young-
I know.
when
I
they're
thought they were like
younger,
brothers or something. They
Yeah.
need to do Joseph Gordon-Levitt before he gets too old. Like,
They need to do a movie with both of them.
that's good, Cameron. I just meant have Joseph Gordon-Levitt play Heath Ledger before he gets too old. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then maybe that's insensitive. I don't know. Do about him doing the Joker. Have Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets to do the
Robin
Joker
becoming
now,
the Joker.
playing Heath Ledger.
Well,
I
Red
didn't even
Hood,
think
right?
about that. They're technically in the
Hood?
same universe as well. On top of 10 Things I Hate About You, they're also in the Batman universe together.
Yeah, exactly.
There must be something about this Joker character too, because both The Crow and Heath Ledger both died making those films.
well,
Yeah.
Heath Ledger
Yeah,
didn't necessarily die.
Grant,
he was
the-
already
the
done with
Crow guy
Dark
died.
Knight.
I've heard
true.
that's been dramatized and like
Well,
they're
no, okay, no,
tying
no,
the Joker
Grant,
to his death.
Grant,
that-
That's
Listen,
true. It
Well,
was
because
after.
his last movie was a
Grant.
bit of a stinker. They're like, yeah, don't watch Euporium, you Mongorian.
No, Grant, but the Crow, the guy did a stunt in the movie and died doing the stunt.
He was shot, Cameron.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a stunt. He was shot. It was supposed to be a prop gun. They shot him. Basically, did the thing
Alec
with
Baldwin
Rust.
style.
Cow.
Yeah.
He gets shot and he gets killed, and they were almost done filming. And they're like, "Well, let's release this movie," and they CGI'd a few more scenes with him in it that he couldn't end up being in. That's
Wow.
incredible. You don't notice it, and yeah, what a movie
Grant,
to cement your.
it's fun. It's literally just like it's just a B vigilante revenge movie. He just gets back like all of the people that because he
Did you say Sin City, Cameron, or did not?
yeah
Did you say Sin City? Yeah,
yeah I
I was
said
like,
Sin
that's
City
pretty
mixed with
apt. It's
Joker.
yeah, it kind of feels like
Nothing makes me more uncomfortable in Sin City than Bruce Willis's relationship with Jessica Alba. That first off, the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life. Two, it's like I've known you since you were a little girl, but now you've grown up and now you're a stripper and you're hot. I was like, I'm so uncomfortable on so many different levels. Jordan's like, look at the style though.
Does have good style, dude.
You gotta admit, Dumbledore's got style. Okay, all right.
All right, who's
Thanks,
on their
Kingsley
list?
Shacklebolt.
Ty.
Oh, Ty
Was that
finished.
the last
Yeah,
one, Ty?
so I won't spoil Malignant then if Grant's gonna watch it.
Yeah,
Malignant's pretty fun. It's
I think actually knowing it, the spoil is actually makes it better. Personally, I liked it better on second time watching.
yeah. No, I honestly
Just
No, you
don't
liked it?
spoil
All
I'll
right,
watch it.
fine.
no. Well,
Because
I mean, I
it's two
enjoyed
separate
it, but
movies. It felt.
I
Have you
haven't
seen
seen it any
Invis?
other way than not knowing the
Have,
thing. So I
have
knew.
you seen the Invisible Man, Grant?
I think we might have watched
Is
that
that
together, Grant. That's
the
the
guy who
paint
uses
scene.
technology?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Because like the first half is like a horror thriller, and then the second half is an action movie. And so this movie, it like does the same thing. It's like first half, you're like, oh fudge, is this a horror or serial killer or something? And then all of a sudden you're like, ah fudge, what is this movie? It turns into like an action flick. It's crazy.
Nailed it. You
All
hit the nail on the head.
right, Ty, what else do you watch?
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it. And then yeah, Misery. So it's definitely Halloween because I'm watching a lot of horror movies. That was quite a weekend though. I literally watched Weapons, Bring Her Back, and Malignant in one night. It was a triple feature. So
Yeah.
good stuff, dude. So
That's a
anyway,
lot of movies.
Yeah.
yeah, in one
When
night,
do
yeah,
you
it was only
sleep?
like 4 a.m. when I went to bed.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, when do you sleep? This is a man
Yeah,
with four
that
kids.
may have been a
Sleep.
mistake, but
What do you sleep, Ty?
what do you sleep?
What do you sleep?
When do I sleep, or what do I sleep?
That's
'Cause,
what
like,
Jordan said. Jordan said,
Or
"What do you sleep?"
what do you sleep?
I don't sleep, and so I'm like, I tried to finish Misery, but like I felt miserable, like just you know, and you're holding your baby, and you're just like, I'm so tired. My eyes were burning. I was like, oh,
Yeah. And you're
okay,
like, I don't want to fall asleep and drop them. Yeah.
yeah.
I only dropped
Those
you
are me.
once.
But I forgot
Maybe
Cameron and Ty only need 1 hour of sleep because that's all serial killers need.
Yeah.
Real, dude. I don't know how you guys function.
Called Monster Energy and Rain Energy, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, mine is called just
So
actually
bad
being a
for
serial
you.
killer. It is frightful how much I relate to Dexter in the movie or in this show, and also
Yes.
even Allie's like me and Allie are Rita and
Cameron,
Dexter.
well, you said you're like, how can people be a serial killer today? That's why the new season is so good. It's so awesome because he has to find out so many creative, and because there's so many doorbell cameras, and it's like everybody has a
Yeah,
phone,
that's
and
a
so it's
nightmare. The amount of times where he like just goes in like the early seasons, just goes and knocks on a door to see if someone's home. I'm
yeah,
like, bro, you're caught on camera and then you're screwed. You're caught at the scene of the crime. It's like,
yeah. Well, it's literally turned into Cameron. I don't want to compare. I shouldn't compare to this because if I do this, all of a sudden you guys are gonna.
Zodiac.
I was gonna say no, no. No, I was gonna say
I was
something
gonna
like
say
Death
Zodiac.
Note because there's like this detective like trying to outsmart him and he's trying to outsmart them. It's just so good.
That's been
okay.
Dexter the whole season. Jordan
That's
Dokes
a
the
good
whole.
point.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
cat and mouse. That's what
Yeah,
made that show so good.
Dokes is Black L, who's dumber.
But he's
What do you
not
mean?
dumber,
He's
dude.
black
not.
in the Netflix one.
and yeah, true.
That's
And
a good point.
and hates everything that has to do with him just for no
I
reason.
still think this show would be funny though if you
Freak.
just reverse the roles where you have like someone like some white dude like Dexter trying to take down dogs and he can't prove it, but he's like, I just hate you and I know you're not. It's like it's what's gonna happen with Harry
There's
Potter,
something
dude.
about
Harry, Ron, and Hermione
that
all hate
black
Snape for some
cop. I
reason.
just don't
They can't put their
trust.
finger on it.
You're like, that's called the
I just
racist.
hate this professor. I don't trust him. Why?
Yeah.
He's the only black one at
I can't put my
Hogwarts.
finger on it, but there's something about him that's different. The fact that he's the only one that looks
Oh, is that the
different.
new series? Did they
Yeah,
confirm
they
the
hired
new
a
actor or
Papa
whatever?
Sidu or whatever to be Snape. I'm like, okay, all right.
Who?
Character Papa Sidu, I think is his name.
That's
Some
not a real
African
name.
dude,
But it's
African
actually been
American
it's
black
been a
dude.
really slow week for me, which means I've just been watching a million shows. But
Mm.
so watched we're one away from the season finale of season 4, so we've watched almost an entire season this week of Dexter, and then
Only 7 more to go, Cameron.
yeah, I know,
You're
right?
almost halfway
But
there.
I
Although,
am
no,
I
not
am
even half.
impressed how each season I'm like, okay, how are they gonna make a big twist again? I'm like, oh snap, that's a pretty big twist.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was funny. I was just telling Allie, especially when they got revealed that that one of the cops is dating that girl who's like the daughter of the Trinity killer. I was like, man, if you're a cop in this precinct, do not date anyone that you meet. I'm like, that person is either going to be killed by a serial killer or a victim of a serial killer or a serial killer. I'm like, it's literally like an 80% chance. So don't even bother. I'm like, either date a cop like LaGuerta and uh Angel or something else. But so then on top of that, I also watched the second to last episode of of episode 7 of Peacemaker, and Lex Luthor actually made a cameo, which is kind of fun. And because he's in Iron Heights prison right now after Superman put him there.
Is it
And
Nicholas Holt playing
yeah,
Luthor?
uh-huh. And so because they're
I guess it
looking
makes
for
sense. James Gunn is helming that show, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh. Yeah, I think he wrote it all, but I don't think he directs
He
it.
did it, I
Okay.
think, like the first episode.
No, well, he wrote. I'm pretty sure the entire season. I'm pretty sure every single episode says written by James Gunn.
Yeah, but
Um,
I'm
And
just saying
produced it.
he didn't
yeah,
direct all of them.
he didn't produce or direct. Yeah, only the first one, like Jordan
Mm.
said. Kind of similar to like David Fincher and Mindhunter, where it's like heavily influenced. You can notice like the
Sam Raimi
elements
and
of
Evil
that.
Dead.
A,
A lot of shows do that,
a
right?
lot of
Yeah,
shows, yeah, they'll do one episode, but then another director will
yeah, and
take
then
over.
yeah, um,
They set the
but
tone. They're like, this is what we're going for, and then everyone else kind of comes in and
Because they oversee it,
yeah.
and that's what he's
yeah,
been doing.
yeah, and so the new the season finale came out tonight, so I'm excited to watch that. And then I watched 3 movies this week, on top of all the TV shows, and watched showed Allie Dead Poet Society, um, which was
Carpe diem.
so good, dude. I because the last time I'd watched it, Jordan, was when you were dating Tot. Um, remember when I came
What
over
what
to
did, what did you watch? Sorry.
Dead Poet Society? Jordan just zones
Oh
out
yeah.
the time I get to my list. But yeah, I
It's
mean,
hard.
it also hurts me so bad seeing how many times Robin is like helpful and influential in a movie with mental health, and like just how much of an advocate he was, just and then to know how he dies is just like ugh, even that much more gut wrenching. But yeah, his performance is I wrote in my letterbox review, I was just like, this is what every single male should like. This is the type of role model every male should like seek to be like, just the way he influences these kids but still is himself. That's what I love, is he doesn't try to be like, oh, I'm some perfect macho man or so smart. Like he's just like, no, like you need to figure out what is best for you, but like don't be doing and living life for other people, and also like be living life. Like that's my favorite thing, honestly, is like that's what I wrote for like the message for the movie, because truly, like they say it a million times, but like the seize the day, I feel like is one of those things that it reminds me of like the 20 seconds of insane courage from We Bought a Zoo. It's one of those things that it's like, it's truly, there's so many like influential moments of your life that it's just like you just got to be brave and just be like, you know what, I just got to seize the day and just send it, because
You
it's like that.
watched Community, right, Cameron, or not?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched
There,
like 2 or 3 seasons
well,
of it.
there's an episode where they parody that, and the guy has everybody stand up on their desk, and the big lady breaks her desk and falls and hits the ground.
That's hilarious.
The yeah.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
But also every single the characters are so well written. You feel like everyone is like an actual kid.
Cameron, which did it better? Is Good Will Hunting or is it Dead Poet Society? Which
Good Will
one?
Hunting for me,
Yeah.
because to me, Good Will Hunting and Dead Poet Society had a child, and it's the holdovers. But
Yeah.
and but I think it's like Good Will Hunting, then like a little bit under that is Dead Poet Society, and then a little bit under that is The Holdovers. I still think The Holdover, like all three of them, I think the
Yeah.
lowest of them I gave is a 9 out of 10. They're all, I mean, amazing
Wonderful
and
movies, yeah.
masterpieces, but I just think Good
And
Will
where's
Hunting.
Breakfast Club and all that? You
See,
don't have any of
that's
those
one
movies?
I just don't remember at all. I remember telling
Yeah.
Jordan that I really liked it when I watched it in high school. I just literally, when people quote it, the only thing I know from it is like the final scene when he does that, and I only know that from that scene is in another movie that I've seen that
Are you
shows
thinking
that.
about Pitch Perfect where she cries?
Smoke up, Johnny.
Whole end Community mocks it, yeah.
Yeah. See, I know Community mocks like all these serious movies.
And then
So
I showed Allie the second movie I ever cried in my life, which was Turner and Hooch. And
because Cameron feels something for a dog and not
yeah,
humans.
it is hilarious. My first two movies I ever cried in was Marley and Me. I was watching it with you guys, and I didn't want you guys to know that I was crying, so I literally was squirting water on my face, and I told you guys, I was like, "Oh, this is so sad," and there was actual tears mixed in with the water.
Where did the water come from?
I had a water bottle.
Just doused your head in it. I'm not crying. I
It's
just put my
okay
water
though,
bottle in my
because
head.
the first movie I ever cried in was Free Willy, so no problem.
Oh yeah.
She didn't cry; she wept and sobbed.
It ruined my life as a 5-year-old. It literally ruined my life.
Oh
And
my
then,
God.
but yeah, Turner and
That's
Hooch.
okay. Mine was the Ugly Duckling. It was a 7-minute
All-
animated
all
cartoon.
Animals.
Yep.
All animals.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Turner and
Never
Hooch,
seen a theme
I'm
here.
surprised it actually holds up pretty well. And I said it in my review, but I'm like, Tom Hanks' greatest skill is yelling. I'm like, he truly is a master
Yeah.
at yelling. Every single time he yells, it
You
is
mean when he
hilarious.
yells in the kitchen and he bangs little pots on the jeez.
Yeah. And
Don't
just
know,
like
that makes me laugh.
when he gets mad at Hooch, see, Jordan, you'd appreciate this, Jordan or Ty. It was a real dog.
What?
This was no doubt a real dog.
Yeah.
And I
The slobber.
So good.
Oh my-
Sick.
He's in his underwear and he's screaming at him.
yeah, when he gets locked out. Yeah, so it, dog. I love. Also said in my review, I said it's your average middle-aged man's love-hate relationship with a dog because it just reminds me of Dad every single time with Gus. He's like, "This dog is so dumb," and I just see him like petting him, and he's just like, because I'm like, secretly deep down you love him. I know you hate the mess he leaves, but like you think he's cute. But then yeah, the last
So
one,
we can confirm that you've cried at Marley and Me and Turner and Hooch,
but
and
not Schindler's
in
List.
Schindler's List. You got me.
We'll never outlive that, Cameron.
So
I know.
no matter how many Jews
People
are
forget-
killed,
they forget
Tom
about
will
you.
still
They
not
just
weep
only
for them.
remember me because they think I'm the serial killer.
No.
But
See, that's the best advantage I have is I can go kill someone and just blame it on you.
yeah, you're like, oh my
So,
gosh,
see,
damn,
it's
my
been
brother
coming
is
this
a
whole time.
psycho.
Yeah. If you planted the evidence, everybody be like, yeah, we all believed it. We knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it would be a Dexter situation, Grant. I'm like, I'm exactly like you, actually. And you're like, oh, I actually
You and I
killed
are a
too,
lot
Grant.
alike.
You're not alone.
Oh,
But-
he must think that I'm Kira. He's having
Dude,
internal
honey.
dialogue
see,
in his
after
head.
we watched Dexter, I want so bad because she's Loki,
Mm.
not even Loki. She's high-key anti-anime, but
Mm.
but occasionally she's like, we should watch Howl's Moving Castle sometime. I watched that and it was really good, and I was like, you can't just say stuff like
Allie,
that.
I'm
Death
with
Note is
you.
the great gateway
I
drug.
have,
It is the
I
gateway drug,
have-
so that's why it like I
Allie, I'm
want to
with
try
you.
to show
I
her.
have this strong aversion. Like every time I'm like,
Oh, we all
I
did.
don't want to watch an anime.
Well, except Grant. I don't know.
No, Grant is he should be the most inclined to anime, and
And
he's,
he's the least inclined.
not. I
The
think
what?
technically
No,
I
but Grant
am
watches
because-
dumb stuff like Demon
Wait,
Slayer.
wait.
Ugh.
Take it back. Take it back. Right now.
No, dude.
Take what
Chainsaw
back?
Man, hilarious.
He just said Demon Slayer is not good. And that
Oh.
is complete and utter
I
false.
literally watched almost all of season 1, and I was just like, all right.
Every time I tell people, I'm like, yeah, like
Dude,
Death
it
Note's
gets
the only
so much
one.
better.
And people are
It
like,
has,
oh, it's
it has
happening.
one of the most
all
This is
these
like
it
One
has one of
Piece,
the
where it's
most
like
annoying
you just have to watch
characters.
20 seasons of filler, and then it gets really good. Like, I'm not
Dude,
committing my life. to
his
this.
Tanjiro's commitment to like his sister and saving her, dude, is so inspiring. It's so good, dude.
But
I think I
okay,
figured it out. It's any time that a character does this, they go, and then their eyes shimmer.
Their
I don't know
eyes.
why. It makes me
Yeah, that's
uncomfortable.
the anime, dude. That's such the Japanese anime
Yeah.
style.
Okay, but the last movie that I watched, I
The
went and
whimpering and the
saw.
shimmering eyes,
Um,
dude.
I went and saw Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie, One Battle After Another,
Let's
starring
hear it,
Leonardo
Cameron.
DiCaprio.
Spoil
And
everything, dude.
No, don't spoil. I'll
I
watch it.
did see an image
you
of a
are gonna see
pregnant
it.
lady
I'm
with an
gonna see it.
AK-47, and I was like, there you go.
You can leave. So like I was going in with low expectations and expecting to hate it because every single time I leave a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, I'm like, well, I feel worse about my life and worse about my perception of the world. And
Do you like Paul Thomas Anderson, Cameron? Which movies do you like of his, and which ones do you not?
I mean, see, that's the problem is I gave There Will Be Blood an 8 out of 10. I never want to watch it and I would never recommend it in 1,000 years. And I think it's a dumb movie,
Good.
but I think it's well done, but it's dumb and I hate it.
Don't bully me, Eli. Ah, dude, no.
See, if the movie
Or Daniel, don't
if the
bully me.
movie ended after the well or the oil rig scene with with his boy, I would have been like, okay, like a compelling like timepiece, that I was like, okay, interesting. But then like randomly just jumps forward in the future and it's like, oh yeah, and then he's the leader of this church and then he's gonna blackmail him and then he's gonna kill him with a bowling pin. And I'm like, what is this movie anymore? This movie is so dumb. And and then
Completely disagree.
what's it called? Punch Drunk Love. I just don't remember a whole lot about it. I just remember being stressful and there being like a hooker ring out of Provo, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Shut up.
And I just remember. I also just don't like him. What's his name?
Philip Seymour
Philip
Hoffman.
Seymour
Yeah, Phil-
Hoffman, stop. He's so good.
Well, yeah, he's definitely talented, but has he ever played a likable character ever?
Yes, and
Do you have a girlfriend? I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna hurt her right in front of you.
Yeah, literally, Mission Impossible. He's also
Iceman.
He's also super unlikable in what's it called?
Along Came Polly. He's
Tal-
funny.
Along
Talented
came
Mr.
Polly.
Ripley.
He's funny in that one.
Talented Mr. Ripley. He also is a
Tommy,
cute
Tommy,
figure.
Tommy.
No,
How's the
I'm
peeping
thinking of
going, Tommy?
no, Cameron, you'll love him in what is it called? The Big Lebowski. He's really funny in that. He's like,
I don't even remember him in that.
we have concerns.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like Mr. Burns' assistant, Mr.
He
Smithers.
plays the best side characters ever.
But okay, so I'll try to give decently spoiler free, Jordan. But the first hour is oh, is he taking off the headphones? Okay, first hour is actual garbage. It's literally just propaganda, and it is the most unsubtle thing ever. There's literally a girl who her character's name is Jungle Pussy, and it's like the opening scene. They're like these terrorists or whatever, and it's like the world has gone into like kind of the USA is like run by military or whatever. It's like military rule, and essentially it's like super white supremacist, and but so she's like raiding a camp where it's like all these Mexicans that are captive, and she points a gun to like the leader, a guy or whatever, and she tells him like get up or whatever, and then he like stands up. She goes, no, I didn't tell you to stand up, get it up. And so she makes him get like a boner in front of her, and she's like, yeah, you like that? And I'm like, and Colton is just like deathly embarrassed, like what is going on right now? And then like he ends up having like he like enjoys it, like so he has a relationship with her like kind of through sporadically throughout, and she's like, but she's like an anti person and he's like a leader of the army, but that's why like he's like, I'll keep letting you do your anti-war stuff or whatever as long as like we keep having sex or whatever.
Oh,
And she's like,
I thought it
she
was to
like,
prove that he was still turned on by her, even though he didn't like her race, or is it what?
well, yeah,
what is-
you're not supposed to have
Yeah.
like relations or whatever with black people,
Oh.
but and then she like rapes him with a gun and like shoves it in his butt. It like, and then literally,
Listener, viewers, listeners, discretion advised.
yeah, and literally,
Thanks for that.
it's
I did not expect when I was like, "How was your movie?" I did not. Sorry.
and then on top of that, like literally, it's like the entire thing was just like, okay, government bad, and
Sure.
like essentially white people bad,
Yeah.
and
You know, I'm
I,
not gonna lie. It's part of the reason why I didn't want to watch Civil War because when I saw Jesse Plemons playing the character, I'm like,
See,
ugh. But I've heard the
this
movie's
movie
good. Yeah,
reminded me of Civil War if it was done poorly. Just
yeah,
because I felt like it was so not subtle that I was like, oh my
yeah.
gosh, we get it. Like,
Right. I
and
think Civil War was
even
pretty
Colton,
tactful. Yeah.
because Colton is extremely liberal, and he was like, yeah, he was like definitely wasn't subtle. And also, so they spend the entire movie, and then like the girl gets kidnapped or she gets caught. She snitches on her entire like band of like people who are Contra band or whatever, and then gets put in witness protection, and then escapes and leaves to Mexico. And then she like writes a letter, and at the end of the movie, uh, the Leo gives the letter to his daughter, and it's her essentially saying, I regret all of the protesting and all of that because I realized that it doesn't really matter because I gave up family. And you're like, oh, that's a good message. And then the final scene is the daughter leaving to go riot in San Francisco, and then and Leo being like, stay safe, and she's like, I won't. And I'm like, so the message is, even though that your mom realized after an entire life of regret that rioting and doing all that stuff wasn't as important as like being like there for your family, she still is going to go riot. I was like, it literally, it was like the entire movie I was like, what is going on? And also there's like a secret KKK club, like that's called like the Christmas Club, and that's why the whole entire plot of the movie is like the guy trying to go kill, because you find out that the black girl was actually his daughter. You think it's Leo's daughter the entire time. I actually guessed it halfway through. I was like, I wonder if she's actually the guy's daughter. And it's that guy's daughter. So he's going to kill her so that he can join this KKK club, because he can't have them know that he has like a essentially a half, they say call it a half breed, which is unreal. But literally, so it's like it's things like that where it's just like so unsubtle that it's like, bro, like this is so over the top and also like just so boring. But Leo's performance is so funny because it's like this secret society. They have passwords when you answer the phone where it's like you have to say like 16 different lines or whatever. And like it's like 5 years later or whatever, he's like answering the phone and they're like, it's sunrise. And he's supposed to say like a line. He's like, oh shiz, man, I've done so many drugs. My brain is so messed up. I can't remember the password. But he's like, this is Tommy. Just you gotta trust me, man. He's like, what? He's like, the sun is rising. This is the most important part of the code. And he's like, dude, I've done so much crack. You don't even understand. He's like, I can't remember the damn thing. He's like, put your supervisor on the line right now. I want to talk to him. But he was funny, and Benicio del Toro was good, but it literally was just like so boring. And yeah, yeah, it was tough. I was just glad to be there with watching it with Colton, but I would
Yeah.
never ever recommend it to anyone or to ever spend money in theaters to go watch this. And this thing too is I'm like, I wish that I liked kind of the message where it was like, oh, family
Go to
matters.
bed, Jordan.
Where it was like, I like the message where it's like, oh, family matters more, because that's what I'm like. That's what sucks about the world. It's like it's out of control. So it's like realize what like change you actually can make within your own family and like trying to impact the next generation instead of being like, yeah, I'm gonna go riot and burn down buildings. Yeah, I don't know. It was so dumb and unsettled.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
But yeah.
surprising to see it so high on IMDb because and Rotten Tomatoes, but I'm like, I wonder if that's just the shiny new veneer and maybe it still felt
Oh,
transgressive enough
it's
for some
gonna
people.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
but
win so many awards
of
because all
course.
the people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is literally revolutionary.
Right, Sean Penn, Leonardo, Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, it's got
Well,
all the marks.
Sean Penn is the guy who's
Yeah.
like the like get it up. I'm like,
Yeah,
All
that's
right. It's
I'll
been
try again. Paul
fun.
Thomas Anderson, man. Yeah, I gotta say. I don't know. Not much of a fan. No. Even though he has one of the best movies. Well, like, what are his like best movies? You said Punch Drunk Love, Jordan. What are your
Well,
three?
no, I like that each one of us has our own. I mean, at least me and you have our own thing. You like There Will
Colton
Be Blood,
loves
and
Yeah.
I love Punk's Drunk Love, and then your
Col-
buddy
yeah, Colton
likes
loves Thread, Phantom Thread.
Phantom
Phantom
Thread,
Thread
which
was good. I
actually I
enjoyed it.
like it too. I
Yeah,
do like the
I
Phantom
really like
Thread.
Phantom Thread.
It's not my top 100, but
He
it's
also
really good.
loves Licorice Pizza.
Yeah,
That
it got me
one's
lost.
that was
That
fine.
one's
Whatever.
fine. I do want to see The Long Walk with that kid though, for some reason. That
That's a
looks
Well,
Stephen King too, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, that
Dude,
Jordan,
with
looks
Stephen
fun.
King all over the
Jordan,
place.
I want to hear what you think of One Battle After Another, or I guess I'll see your review. But
I have
I'm curious if you can make it through.
Yeah,
well,
Jordan.
Especially
yeah.
because
Now that
see, 'cause
you,
that's the thing too for me. Like I'm not someone who really cares. Like if he has political messaging, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like it's never a big
yeah,
deal for me. So that's why I was so surprised that I was like, wow, like this is just so over the top that I was like, and also there was, I don't know, there's no likable characters in my opinion except Leo,
Mm.
So, but that's the thing too, like
and
with
no
the
character
messaging,
development.
like sometimes it's like it's a parody because like what else did he no, I'm thinking of Adam McKay. Adam McKay
That's
did like Don't Look
his
Up.
movies. I feel like aren't really very like
I feel
uh,
like Leonardo
political.
after The Wolf of Wall Street, he stopped like or maybe it was Revenant and then he got the Academy Award. He's like acting ironically now only. I
Yeah.
kind of miss like not like he did
I
Don't Look
thought he
Up.
was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or is that
Oh,
he
Like
want?
true.
yeah, that was one of
That's
the
good.
last few good ones I would argue. But was that before or after he did like Don't Look Up?
Yeah.
He's
Don't
on
look
this
up,
Don't
now.
and
look
then
up. Whoa.
yeah, and then he
Yeah,
also
it's just
did.
like it's like Leonardo's like in this post acting phase where he's just like, I'm such a good actor, I can now act like a parody of myself in a way.
Yeah.
Like he's playing this manic tweaker, which sounds funny, but you're like, yeah, I'm with you, Cameron. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really know what to think. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
initially wanted
I'm
to see it
curious.
because I all I saw was I thought it was a Sean Penn on the hunt. I thought it was gonna be like Good Time.
Mhm.
I thought Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna have to like get some money to like get away from Sean Penn, and Sean Penn was after him or his daughter or his wife or something. And that's what I thought it was. And then it was like, and people were like, "Oh,
That's
it's
what I
really
thought
shitty
too, because that's
because
what the
I
trailer
thought
makes it look
Leo
like.
was gonna have to like go to like the KKK rally or to his buddies and like get something from them, and like he had to do some wild stuff. And like I kept thinking that was the movie, but then the more I
Jordan,
hear
he's literally
about it,
theorizing. He hasn't seen the movie. How
Well,
would
but
he
you told him
spoil?
everything about the movie, so I'm waiting for him to say, "But you've told me this," and so I just
no,
don't
no,
want to.
yeah, no, I won't spoil it, but I'm just saying like every time I'm getting reviews and hearing it, I'm like, oh, like less and less does this even sound like a movie I want to watch? Like, so yeah.
Sounds like it was a Green Knight experience.
That's what I keep thinking.
Oh,
That's what I
that's
See,
think.
but
Like,
Green Knight was
okay.
so funny. Maybe it was just because we watched it together. I was
Yeah,
no,
we were
you
He
guys did not
made it
have
laughing.
more
fun watching
fun.
that. I remember we were together and I heard you guys talk. You
I
were
feel so bad for the people in that theater. Like Cameron's
Drew.
just like,
Drew
Cameron's
was so
laughing.
mad at me, and Drew to this day he's like, you ruined that viewing experience for me. I'm gonna rewatch it. And I'm
it's
like,
because
wait,
it's a horrible
notice how it's
movie.
been 4 years and you still haven't rewatched it. It's because that
I
movie is
know.
trash.
It's so bad.
I love it.
It's out there, man.
Jordan, let's take it from Cameron, man. You don't need to,
Ugh.
Yeah,
don't worry about
That
watching
Joel
it.
Edgerton kiss. Oh, so good, man.
Don't
Um,
I want you to marry my daughter.
From out of left field, man.
What?
but
Not to,
is it like the
not to mention
movie?
not to mention the granny in the corner when he's cranking in the hanky. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
that slow pan to her was the best thing
Dude,
I've
to this,
ever
I
seen.
promise, I vow to never watch this movie because the depictions in my head from what you guys have told me
Oh
about, I don't
man,
think I'll
it's
ever
so
be able.
bad.
Yeah, I will never be
Literally slow pan.
So
Yeah,
bad.
oh, just imagine. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Well, freak, dude. Cameron, thanks for sharing, man. You guys are awesome. Well, listeners, dear listeners, I'm very sorry for that disturbing review that Cameron just gave.
This will not be edited, by the way.
This will not be edited. We can only ask for forgiveness, not permission. I'm so
Uncut.
sorry. But we love you, dear listeners. Leave us an email or a complaint at futuromovies@gmail.com. Leave us a comment on this video of movies you'd like us to review next. Enjoy your happy
And
Halloween,
we still
everybody.
eventually need to review Madras Cafe. Don't worry, fellow
Monsters.
listener. We will review that. I know you
And we'll
recommend.
keep watching some horror movies the rest of October. So you guys stay safe and peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Uh,
Look what you made me do.